Welcome to another fun times of Friday Night Firefight. We are running through the jacket, which is a module that is inserted in the Cyberpunk Edgerunners mission kit, which I picked up at Gen Con. I believe R. Talsorian has up for sale in digital format on Roll20, and digital format on Drive-Thru RPG, and also on their own website, I think. Um, Point is we got one. We have been running a 2077 campaign off and on sporadically for the better part of a couple of years. And narratively, we were trying to go for a more edge runner feel. And now that we have rules that help us along in that, we're going to go ahead and take part, do the story for this specific story, and add it to the canon we already have for our version of 2077 Dark Skies. That said, um, you cross the border where Night City and the Badlands blur together. Then turn left down a long road, through an open gate and into Honest Stan's self storage, an old yard full of ancient cargo containers. Dakota's text said, "Meet the client at Unit 300." There are only two other vehicles in the lot, a black and tan Chevalion Emperor covered in Badlands dust, and a beat up old Ario meat wagon ambulance. You park and head into the maze of cargo containers. Unit 300 isn't hard to find. It's the one at the center of a gunfight. You hear the pop, pop, pop of gunfire up ahead and are welcomed by the strangest sight. A group of Ario meat wagon employees in a firefight with a cowboy. Normally, you spot random violence in Night City and head the other way. But today, if you want to get the job done and get paid, you'll need to pick a side. Um, the choice of which side is an easy one to make. Dakota said you were to be meeting a cowboy, after all. Besides, one of the Ario meat wagon gonks notices you and shouts an alarm. Another cries out, "No witnesses!" Guess someone's making the choice for you. We already rolled initiative in the prelude. Descending, and I will be putting mine on the board. Add turn and add turn. Cool. I think that's not going to change much onto who goes first. Descending. So Maven, if you'd like, this is Dan playing Maven. Go ahead and describe your character as you see fit, using the image that's kind of granted you as kind of just as a baseline. Everything else about the character, life path, all of that is kind of left blank for these characters. I believe the presumption is that you can fill it in at your leisure. Everyone here except for Chedwards has played Cyberpunk, so you can kind of give like a light gist of what it is. Um, we don't need to get too deep. Style over substance. Go ahead, Dan.
So, so Maven is this slender woman that moves about the world kind of coldly, very analytically. She has this custom cyber eye that she has fidgeted on her own and tweaks it periodically, adjusting dials and moving the lens ever so delicately. Um, on her back, you would notice just a tech baggie that she, kind of swivels around, opens, files through fairly often, pulls out gadgets that she needs. Um, she also services this rather large shotgun. Um, she also, on her back, will sometimes carry a sniper rifle. She does brandish it. It's kind of unusual because she's very lean and slender, but she carries all this equipment easeless. She kind of has like a smooth move to her.
Yep. And the shotgun that she's currently carrying, I presume, again, your weapons are out. You obviously heard the gunfight from a distance. You're not
Yeah.
moving up like a bunch of squares. That's a Rostovik DB2 Satara shotgun, correct?
Yes, and can I add something?
Yeah.
Since she's been hearing like the sound of gunfire, she's been charging this shotgun as she's
Sure.
been running in.
And yeah, as you can see, there are rules for tech shotguns in your or on your character sheet. Beforehand, in 2077 Dark Skies, we were doing tech weapons based off of my kind of homebrew nonsense. This methodology of tech weapons will take over for how they work. Okay, cool. Thank you, Dan. And then moving right along. Next on the docket after you take your turn.
No, you can go ahead if we want to
Oh,
just.
no. Turn. Take the turn.
Okay, sure. So she will kind of run forward to this cargo container, take the door with one free arm, swing it out for cover.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's thin cover, her eye kind of dials in a little bit more closely, and she starts picking shots through the cover.
Okay. Rate of fire on the Rostovik is 1, right?
I believe so with it charged, yeah.
And it's not an attack weapon that multiply. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and take a shot. And this guy here,
So
this is the one you want, or
it's
do you want the one in the boxes?
equipped with a scope that can see simple target outlines through thin cover.
I know.
Okay,
I
cool.
know.
Yeah. Boom.
Okay, so at this distance, which is less than 12, so but more than 7, right? It's
Yes.
going to be 15 to hit. 19 will work. Yeah, that is a hit. The damage is correct with the charge. 3d6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5d6.
Yeah, it only rolled 3, so go ahead. I think you had it set on slug.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh
How
no,
do I
some.
toggle it? No, it's slug.
Oh, I see. I was way up there.
It
I was
just
actually. I
ignores
was
it.
looking. Nope, it's me. I was looking at Jonah's attack roll from Aeon's back when we were proving they could make them. Rostovic, 20 to hit, not 19. I know how to read. And then, yeah, 20 damage. Okay. So, this guy, this Ario Meatwagon Gonk, is hit kind of in the side. Um, it does look like it butchers his Kevlar armor quite well, so it's going to deal some damage there. 7, 20 minus 7, 13. And did you roll any double sixes on that? No. Okay, cool. And his armor is now 6. All right. That's it. Dan?
Yep,
Done?
that's it.
Okay, cool. Thorn, so Tom, that's you. Go ahead and describe your character at your pleasure, and then take your turn.
Thorn looks like a light show from a hair metal band from about a century prior to this. Very, very flashy, literally flashy, with light up tattoos kind of shining off of him and hair that is glowing like fire. And as he moves forward, he's going to give off a very powerful hair metal scream. Uh, and decently well known around Night City. Not exactly samurai, but you know,
What's the name of the band?
Diamond Gonk.
Oh, I love it.
And his name is Thorn. We also have Pistol, we have Root, and we have Pollen. It's all weird flower names.
Perfection. Okay, so your turn.
Going to move to there and then take a shot with the budget arms Carnage at
The same guy? Okay, so yeah, he just got shot by Maven's sharp shot through the door. Go ahead and take your shot. Point blank, 13 DV. Nailed it. And then that will hit. He's currently got that, so it would be up 5. And presumably no doubles in there based on the number value. Okay, cool. That will shred.
I mean, there's 2 1s.
Double sixes. That will shred his armor quite a bit, and additionally, it will also seriously wound him, which means he has less than half of his hit points remaining, and that means that he has a -2 penalty to all rolls moving forward. Solid
Which
stuff.
makes Thorn give out yet another power metal shriek.
All right. Wrench is up next, and that is Chedward's. Have you seen enough of the game to understand how a turn works? This is Chedward's first time playing Cyberpunk Red, I believe.
Just don't know how far
Very
people
nice.
move. That's it.
Sure. So on your sheet, there should be a move allotment. Do you see that up at the top?
Hold on. Let me pull those sheet up. I don't see.
Way top. It should say move. It's one of the stats at the top.
Okay.
Yep. So you're going to
Yes.
move a number, to keep it simple for you, you're going to move a number of squares equal to that value. So 6, I believe, for wrench. Basically,
Yep.
the more nuanced mentality is it's 2 times the number of move in meters, but each space is 2 meters. Make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So describe your character and give us an idea of what wrench looks like before you take your turn.
Okay, so Wrench, big, bald-headed, burly man, wields a rather large gun, larger than probably any of you have on you. He's covered in what looks like tribal tattoos, and he has looks like a demon face on his neck, or wolf or something. I don't
It's
know.
it's gills. It's basically that's cyberware, the thing that's on his neck.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He's really just a teddy bear, just a big burly teddy bear.
Okay, so before we get into the turn, he is a nomad. What that means is the way you got here is he drove you here in a van. He is a member of I can't remember the name of the 7 tribes, the name of the family that's aquatic based, but he's one of the splinter cells of the kind of aquatic nomads. So you came into Night City with your crew navally. That said, on your turn, you can move and you can take an action. Your action can be whatever you want, and then there's incidental stuff you can do that's just like a part of it. Like Dan opened the door, Tom metal scream. These are things that are fine. Style more important than substance. So what would you like to do?
I'm going to run up,
Okay.
and then I'm going to take a shot at the injured guy.
Take it.
Just everyone gang up on the weak dudes.
Focus fire. Very good mentality in Cyberpunk.
Action economy.
They're already starting with one less guy than you, but yeah. So you took a shot, and
Yep.
so you're
7.
wielding a Kang Tao L69 SWO, which is a smart shotgun. I think. Interesting. Very, very cool. 17 will hit at that range, and 15 damage. Currently has a 5 armor value. That'll drop to a 4 after the shot, and that'll do 10 damage. Okay. He is pretty fucked up. So basically, Maven rushes up forward, not really getting any attention from him. Shot goes through the door, slams into his side. He kind of turns like awkwardly, and then boom! He kind of hits the side of the container, and then Wrench shoots him, kind of takes his lower side, and he's kind of like hobbling, and his body is mostly kind of pressed against that canister. You didn't quite chat him, but pretty close. All right, blue screen. You are next, and just
me.
describe the character and then get to it.
Okay. Can I see the picture? Because I only see his face. I don't see his.
Go into the Discord, you can see a full body.
There's a full body. Oh, okay, that's easier. Jesus. All right. Ooh, he is gaudy. Oh. So,
What does he look like? Holy shit!
so Blue Screen is wearing a customized Netrunner suit, to where it matches his personality, and it is just like
Solid gold, baby.
solid gold, solid gold. And then to adorn said Netrunner suit, he's wearing a fur-collared
Robe, basically.
trench coat. Yeah, robe. I was gonna say trench, but yeah, no, that's a robe. And he has his pistol in one hand, holding it like Death the Kid from Soul Eater. And he's
I like the reference.
just there. He's
All
just
right.
there, just watching and waiting for his moment to shine.
So,
The golden gilded god he is.
based on the firefight, you can see your friends are kind of moving into a choke position, which may not be great for them.
I think friends is a strong word.
Yeah, no, this is your crew. This is your crew. So, like, you definitely work to. You're at least coworkers. You don't have to be friends with coworkers, but you've built up a rapport. You guys have a bit of background here, Edgerunners and the like.
Got you.
But
We've learned to rely on each other.
just to highlight the situation here, it does look like everyone's kind of focusing down the barrel. We know the job is the cowboy who's still under siege, so that's up to you if you want to move on that, or how you want to move on that.
Got you. All right, so I'm just gonna walk over here to where I'm kind of covered. I won't be able to see this guy, right? No.
Yeah, but you can take the shot when you're moving. You don't have to fire from cover.
Oh no, I don't want to shoot. I want to hack.
Oh yeah, well then you can do it on the run. That's fine.
Okay, I'll do that. I'm gonna hack this gentleman over here. Ooh, that's fancy. They updated the pinging.
Yeah, so this is a quick note. All of my games will be using the Jumpstart version, which they're doing as a update to the whole Roll20 interface, which I very much appreciate and have been having a lot of time. It moves faster. We have seen some kind of benefits from that in our Sunday game. We have a player who, whenever we load a map, that kicked them out of Zoom. Complications. Unfortunately, on Tuesday night, it didn't seem to be helping Magpie's computer. I think the hamster was just tired, though.
All right,
so
that is
It was
one of
tired
my...
for everyone.
yeah, everyone was having issues.
That's one of my 3 net actions, and I would have to roll
Sure.
interface.
So yeah, interface, and this is one of the DV6s. Which one are we doing again?
Oh shit. Hold on. Oh shit. I'll do Sonic Shot.
Okay, that's a DV6, so roll interface.
Alright, so let's do interface. No bonus.
Who are we targeting? You said this guy here?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you're kind of brush forward, Connect Insurance, Hardpoint, the people who are still in the back line, you see blue screen dart off, eyes kind of shimmer, kind of yellow for a second as he's moving, and then you see the gonk that's up there go, ugh! And kind of like raise his hand to his head and kind of move his gun upward awkwardly as if something popped in his ear.
So it says I have 3 net actions on turn.
Sure. So,
oh, that was quick hack. Okay.
Perform a quick hack. Once a netrunner has breached any and all pass walls, they can begin. Oh, you have to do some stuff first. So first we have to breach. That's action number 1. Some targets have added additional security to their neuroport. This guy does not have any additional stuff, so that will be breach. So that's action 1, okay? And then action 2 is perform a quick hack. So that's 2 net actions we performed so far.
Okay.
If you want to apply, you can only attempt 1 quick hack per target per turn. So if you want to apply a quick hack to the other guy you saw on the run, you want to give him the same business?
Yeah, kind of.
Roll it again.
All right.
Yeah, both of them kind of grasp their ears in pain as they are affected by the damage ear critical injury.
Right?
Must have been that rocker boy
Yeah. Sonic
screeching.
Shock says target suffers the damage ear critical injury, but not the bonus damage. The effect lasts for 60 seconds.
20 rounds. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and that's not a hard one to get around when you're trying to make teamwork, make the dream work.
Nice. All right. So yeah,
I can't fucking hear you.
I think that's it.
Yeah, solid turn. Way to do the disabling. Cool. Blue screen done. Moves to the meat wagon. So this guy who's like bleeding and now like kind of like holding his ear in pain spins around, and looks. The biggest target is obviously Wrench, but the most vibrant target is obviously Thorn. So I'd like the 2 of you to just go ahead and roll a d10. Whoever gets higher gets shot.
I was about to say, you 2 were very brave running right in the middle of a kill zone.
That seems about appropriate for Chedward's luck.
It's because my power screams are so intimidating that
that they can't hear anymore.
Regardless, even though you are, do I get 2 shots with Unity? Yeah, I do. Okay. Tap tap. So he pulls the gun about and starts blasting. Oh, I love it. It's doing the thing where it doesn't count there being a skill here. Wonderful. Let's double check. 4 stat, and then do I have the skill or not? Fighting. No, sorry. Ranged weapon. I do. So both of these numbers will be increased by 4, but then reduced by 2, which means neither of them will make the threshold of 13 that I require. So pulls the gun, pulls the trigger, and it almost feels like he's shooting at the double of you that he's probably seeing that's standing next to you. You've seen people have their ears popped by blue screen before, so you definitely understand what's going on there. That said, the rest of them are all going to continue shooting at the cowboy. I almost said his name, but you all know it. You saw the anime. I'm gonna fix this. Edit. Exotic handgun. Close. Attack. There we go. Wait, why does it say? Oh, do they not have handgun? No, they do. I just looked at it. That's so weird. Anyway, freaking weird. 17. He's got cover. So that'll work on the cover. Cover's got 20, so shot number, and shot number. Okay, last one's gonna miss. So does the one before it. And so, quick note, Chad, when you're hitting a DV, you're not trying to hit the number; you're trying to exceed it by 1. Okay, so that 15, even though the DV is 15, it misses. 2 shots in, 1 seems to puncture and will actually hit the cowboy. And that one was for 7, which doesn't even hurt his armor. He's fine. Okay. All right, next up is insurance. Elizabeth, that's you. Go ahead and describe your character as I move all of this blue screen off of the screen.
Oh, good.
The whole time I was doing the fight part, that was just what was happening. And I'm going to do a quick... I'm going to do a quick shuffle real quick while I let you go
All
on.
good. So she is a blonde lady and has a bunch of like medical supplies strapped on like in various places on her body so that they're quick to access. And she kind of has like this like light around in the collar of her coat so that she could turn it on to see better in dim lighting situations. And yeah, I'm bad at describing characters, but that's her.
Totally okay. You did great. Mad Pax, submachine gun. We love to see it. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So looks like your crew's doing fine. No wounds. Thorn and Wrench have always in your mind been kind of the rush forward psychopathic mentality. Hard Point's probably the one that would be the most tactical, but
Right.
Yeah.
We are going to move over here. I believe that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So we can move right there, kind of managing cover, and just gonna hold the gun up, but hanging back a little bit.
Okay. You can ready an action if you want to. If somebody comes around the corner, like up here, you can
Oh, right. I forgot I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, if someone comes around the corner, guessing this guy,
shoot. Yeah.
shoot at him.
Okay. All right. Insurance done. It's going to go to Falco. I'm going to do a narrative beat here just for consistency, so I don't have to moderate a 7th character. This guy here moves up and didn't shoot. Was saved off to the side. He's going to take a shot at what appears to be Wrench, but you kind of already in mode to duck and cover. This one's wielding an assault rifle. The shot goes straight past you and hits Hardpoint in the face and blows her head clean off.
Oh, damn!
All right, it'll go to Falco. Falco's going to reach out with his pistol. And
That ain't Falco!
Sorry, Cowboy. Cowboy, thank you. The Cowboy kind of reaches around the corner and is going to...
Where you at?
He's going to shoot a couple times. He is wielding a very nice-looking Tektronica RT-46 Buria. For those who are fans of the anime, that would be the tech revolver that David uses. He's going to go ahead and shoot uncharged at the guy closest. I don't know if that works. Let's see. 8 meters. Yeah, that'll be outside. So he misses just barely. And then over the din of his shooting, he's going to yell, "Hey! Did Dakota send you?" And then he's going to continue like defending himself with the door.
Wait, why'd he miss? You got a 28 to hit.
Am I bad? Why is it not scrolling down automatically? That's annoying. Yeah, that hits so hard.
I was like, man, I'm screwed if that's what it takes. Like,
It's not doing that for me either.
I'm annoyed. Okay, so that'll be 5. You're like, damn, 28 misses. GG.
That would be fucking insane.
It's like
said-
that one's Adam Smasher.
I said one Adam Smasher. One, not all Adam Smasher. This isn't that
Oops,
playthrough.
all Adam Smashers.
Last but not least, so you hear over the din of combat the cowboy yell, "Hey, did Dakota send you?" And then it goes to Connect, who is more than likely the individual who actually squared away this gig. Describe your character and then take your turn.
Yeah, last but not least doesn't really describe her well. Last and least in the combat situations.
Yeah.
Always grew up hating cyberware, has very minimal. Always tried to be a brawler, but was a bit too frail for that as well. So she started dealing with people, and here we are now. She's helping to run a crew. May not be the glue that holds it together, but she's definitely here and part of it.
Less
And
of a
she
brawler and more of a baller.
now, yeah. She would definitely yell out, "Yeah, we were sent by Dakota," as she would move up. Let me make sure that I can move where I want to. Yeah, okay, cool.
During your movement, do you want to take a shot at this scrub?
Sure.
Okay.
While I'm running.
Now, you have a rate of fire of 2 with your weapon. The reason why you'd want to use 2 guns instead of just 1, because it does look like the picture has a akimbo,
Yeah, she got
is
doubles.
you can fire 1 from each. That way the capacity only drops by 1 for each. You cannot
Awesome.
fire
We'll do.
2 per. It's going to be rate of fire still 2, but yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna send them.
send them. And I'm going to scroll down this time to make sure I read the right numbers.
17 and 19.
2 Omahas, boom, boom, hit, and don't even roll damage. First one gets him square in the chest, and you can see that the impact kind of starts to drop him a bit. And as he's falling, that second one, which was center of mass, square in the jaw, throws him backwards. His helmet spirals off of him, and he just splatters all over the ground. Not too much different from how Hardpoint died. From your point of view, characters, just so we have a narrative beat, Hardpoint was the newest one added to the crew because the last guy you had that was solo got butchered, absolutely annihilated, just like Hardpoint just did. Didn't move fast enough. If you're a solo, you got to be quick. That's how you win firefights. All right, and that's it for your turn, right?
Yeah, that'd be it.
Back to the top, Maven, you're up.
So is this cargo container empty?
So the cargo containers have stuff in them, for sure, but not like so densely packed that you can't step inside maybe like 5 feet. You won't be able to go all the way through without like a lot of effort, but you could definitely hide in one.
Okay. So I want to basically like sweep with my scope
For sure.
to see what I can see through the cargo container.
So the container itself is a bit more solid than the doors would be, I would say.
Okay.
And definitely other containers would have had a bit more heavy doors. The one that Falco's using, not quite light cover. But that said, not really anything of use inside. It'll be your action to do that scan, though. Go ahead and
Yeah.
give me a, I think it's
Move. Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking
Go
of a
ahead.
skill. It's been a while. We haven't done funk in a bit.
Probably
Um,
perception, I would
yeah, it's
guess.
under awareness, and I'm thinking perception. Unless is there a investigation?
Uh,
Education.
Is it under
that,
education?
let me
No.
see.
No, I don't see
Yeah.
anything.
Let's go with perception. That's the easy peasy. So 16. So this container that you kind of popped up to, inside, it looks like it is filled to the brim with boxes, like cardboard boxes, right? And the stamps that are on them are brands that you're not familiar with. When you kind of move into the space and kind of like grab one, it's very light, and when you kind of drop it down, it breaches the tape at the top and spills out a bunch of clothing. It looks like it's just a bunch of fashion, and not even like
Okay.
good stuff either.
I'll take my move, and you start hearing the sound of power cores whirring.
Starting to charge the tech again.
Yep.
Cool. Thorn, you are up.
I'm gonna move up to here. Did you say I have line of sight on this one? Sorry, this one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, gonna take a shot at that one.
Let's see. 14 at that distance. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, perfect. That'll hit. Just on the nose, actually. 20 damage.
2 6s in the damage.
We got 2 6s in the damage. Okay, cool. All right. So then, go ahead and fuck. It doesn't have the critical chart, so I gotta look. Critical injuries. Come on, don't beat at me. Next. Roll 2d6. Okay. So you'll deal an additional 5 damage, and when you shoot him, you hit him right in his arm, like as he's kind of like leaning forward with his pistol, and you clear it. It shoots clean through. His hand just completely dismembers right off of the forearm. So he is taking 25 minus 7, 18. And he is seriously injured, and his arm is fucking gone. Okay, so that's seriously injured, what I'm using for that. And we'll go ahead and say this is dismembered hand. Okay, cool.
He's gonna shout out, "This one's called Westbrook Bloodbath," and start just rocking out after blowing that dude's arm off.
Yeah. Like he slams his hand down on like a it's almost like an iPod or whatever, but it starts blaring out from his like outfit. Okay, we love that. Actually, I think I can change the pace on that. Let's see if we can go with a different pace. I hope I don't get claimed or anything. Red, you're up.
Okay, I have a question.
Shoot.
Okay, so if I wanted to run up
I want to play
and
it safe.
grab this, and then just grab this dude as I'm running by him,
Uh-huh.
and kind of use him as a shield.
Okay, great. So we're wanting to engage in martial combat. So you have brawling, right? It should be a skill that you have
Probably.
under fighting. Do you see it?
Hold on. Rolling. Yes.
Okay, great. So what you're going to do is you get to attack twice with brawling. So go ahead and move up to him, and then go ahead and make a brawling roll, which I will oppose with. This song sucks.
Yeah, this ain't Diamond Gonk. Get the
Oh,
shit
no,
out of here.
Hell no. Okay, let's do this one. All right, that'll be chill for a bit. I am trying to. That is not what I wanted, computer. I said Adobe Acrobat. Give me what I want.
Adobe.
I have a PDF copy of this game, and I need it for combat rules that I forgot. It's been a while. I've played a lot of other games between then and now. So
You're fine.
let's see.
God, John, hurry up.
Fucking what, mate? Cyberpunk.
Fight,
Digital.
fight.
Grapple. Not grapple hand, not grapple gun. Just good old fashioned grapple.
Great. I'm trying to wrestle. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to wrestle. I don't know what he's trying to do.
Wrestle.
Wrestling.
You want to wrestle? Bet I can make you
Oh.
squeal like a piggy.
I'm using the wrong word. It's not called grapple. It's called grab. Okay, page 117. Grab. As an action, so you can't rate a fire to. It's just going to be the one. And you made a brawling roll, right?
Yes.
Okay. My guy has to make a brawling roll as well. Fighting. Brawling. And he has a level 2 in it, so he's not that great. Okay, so the thing you said you did, you do that. You rush over it, you grab him around the neck, and like push his hand out and kind of hold him as you kind of back away, using him as a human shield. Now, using him as a human shield is a separate function, but a function that you can do while holding someone, which you are doing. Effectively,
Okay.
any shots that are made at you, human shield.
I've done it as the solo.
Yeah, it's the shit. If you're already the attacker in a grapple, you can use attack. So yeah, you need to, on your next turn, use your action to equip him as a shield. He is currently not a shield. He's just your guy. You can hold him as you please. You can move with him if you want to kind of like do one of these.
Yep, that's where I wanted to go.
And then on the next turn, just rush out with him. Yeah, that works. That's a solid turn, Wrench. We'd love to see it. And then blue screen, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna come out this way, and then I have line of sight on this guy that's being held.
You bet.
I actually want to try a DV12.
Go for it.
I want to try puppet.
Okay.
Let's see. I got to roll to get in him.
That's a
Well,
fail.
dang.
You need to exceed a DV12. You can spend luck if you'd like to raise it by
Is it-
1.
Can I?
Yeah, and
Right
in
on.
this game, no one can spend luck for other people. That is a Dark Sky specific thing.
Okay.
So just
I'll just do one. I'll just-
Okay.
Aim.
So
Alright,
Puppet
so-
Puppet
Eat it.
says you control the target's action and move action during their next turn. You can make them attack themselves with their gun, pull a pin on their grenade, or shoot their chumba. All checks are made using the target stat and skills instead of those of the puppeteering netrunner. Okay, so again, you guys have been fighting in a team long enough to know. So blue screen leans around the corner. Wrench, you kind of back around the thing. You see Wrench's blue screen's eyes kind of flare gold again, and then you see him kind of go like that. But you know what the plan is, and Wrench is kind of like, and then you feel him kind of go like slack in your arms a little bit. So you know, let him go and do puppet thing, but you're also still holding him until it's his turn, so that you can the fake out, just kind of like, holy shit, our guy's killing us now. Which is now.
Well, it's only for one turn. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Um,
that is one action. You can only do one quick hack per target, and you can't see
Yeah.
anyone else from that position.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
That's
cool,
all I
cool.
wanted to do.
And
I
you,
just wanted to
yeah,
do
you would have had to breach first, and then hit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you want me to roll again?
You don't need to. He doesn't have any self ice or anything. Breaching a pass
Okay.
wall requires interface check, but you're not breaching a pass wall. You're not breaching someone who's got a lot of stuff going on.
Oh,
there.
gotcha.
Just
Okay.
pretty core shit. Okay, so it's the meat wagons. Move action. Where do you want him to go?
I don't want him to move just yet.
Who do you want him to shoot?
I wanted him to shoot the injured guy.
That guy, or again, since you're puppeting, you can see through his optics. You can see that there's this asshole over here as well,
Oh, yeah, true.
who got Sonic naded.
Oh, Sonic. Okay, yeah. So then I'll hit him.
Okay, take a
Just
shot.
like
For a narrative beat,
Expecting
For
it.
Am I
narrative
take the
beat,
shot?
we'll
I mean,
kick at the start of the turn.
Huh?
Sorry.
go ahead.
I was gonna say for a narrative beat, I was gonna let go of his arm and his neck and just kind of give him a kick in the ass.
Yeah, get to it. he points. He points the Liberty or the Unity pistol and shoots it at his friend. He's gonna miss with that roll,
Yeah.
but he gets 2 shots. He's definitely going to miss.
Oh my God.
That's a pretty bad miss.
Jesus.
Go ahead and roll me a D10, Jonah. Okay,
2.
so it's not an absolute butchery. Maven, as you're kind of in the box, kind of scooting around, a bright hole appears on the northern side. It kind of cuts through a number of the boxes, and a bit of sunlight is now coming in from the north side. And you can just barely make out a couple of shadows, but not enough to kind of see who was the asshole. The guy with the sonic situation is going to not really understand what's going on, turn and shoot at his friend. He thinks he's shooting at it, but because it's all buzz and everything's dizzying, so he's going to double tap on his friend. Neither of those will hit. So Wrench, you're kind of like, holding him, and then as he kind of like holds the gun out and shoots, after he's done shooting and this guy starts shooting, you just kind of reach out, grab his arm, and return it back to behind his back. And then that's done there. Then these guys here, seeing the situation unfolding here, are going to split attention. This guy's going to cry out in agony. And this guy is going to shoot at Falco still. But this one's going to turn around the corner and take a shot at Thorn. So, do any of you have reflexes of 7 or higher? Or 8 or higher? Okay.
Ooh, no, I don't.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so the one with the rifle got his hand.
I have
blown
7
off.
of reflex.
Cool. I think it's 8 is the necessary to dodge, to evade. So,
My-
good. Nobody can dodge bullets. We'd love to see it. This guy's shooting at Falco. That's a miss. This guy is shooting at Thorn. That's a miss. Second shot on Thorn, miss as well. Shot on Falco, miss as well. The guy who Sonic already shot at his friend, we're all out of bullets. Well, we're all out of shooting. We still got bullets.
Just to be a menace, after those 2 missed shots, I'm just going to turn the music up louder and scream back at him.
Oh, yeah! Yeah! Insurance, you're up. Real quick note. As a med tech, hard point is beyond saving. There
Yeah,
is
she's
no
like-
head.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
The,
Parts is
the
parts.
copay's too high.
Parts
Sure,
is
sure.
parts.
The pay changes in your favor.
I mean,
Ooh, true.
I know a good body scrapper.
they were
Get
they were they were
money.
broke.
Fair.
So let's see. That is gonna be too much. I'm gonna go ahead and pop over. That seems dumb. So I can go here, and we're gonna keep closing in. So I just have 6. And ready gun for anyone popping out.
Okay.
Push the gun.
Okay. So that's it, right?
Yep, that's it. Sorry.
No worries. I'm also messaging people. I feel bad, but at the same time, it's what it is. Falco is going to kind of looking at Wrench, kind of see his moment and rush out. As he's doing so, he kind of gets behind the big guy and places his hand on your shoulder. Wrench, the hand he places on your shoulder is like chromed out, solid metal kind of like deal. For those who are familiar with the anime, you remember that Adam Smasher like pinch slapped Falco and ripped his arm clean off. That arm has since been replaced. He's going to draw up on him and take the shot with the Buria.
I've never watched the anime.
You really should.
Very good.
He is aiming for the head, so that will miss. Sorry, I forgot to mention. Falco is always going for the head. -8. Yeah, that's gonna miss. Okay, Falco is one shot on the Buria. That's it. Connect, you're up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the simple 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna go back to 3 right there and just shoot twice at this gong, just waiting in the corner.
Nice.
So we're gonna do 1 from each gun again. I think I moved it. Cool.
I think both those hit.
Yeah. Not a lot of damage on this gun, but
No, yeah. Boom, boom. Back shots all day long. This guy's armor's going to drop 2. That'll put him at 5. First one's going to do 5 less, so we're looking at 8. Or sorry, 7 less, so we're going to look at 6. And then the next one will do 10, and it'll be 6 off, so we're looking at 4. Okay. Not enough to get him into serious injury, or seriously wounded, but enough to get his attention. When he turns, it's kind of like a drunk guy, right? Because his ears are still ringing and he can't hear shit. So as he's kind of turning about, you just get full REO Speedwagon helmet, the MW REO Meatwagon. I said Speedwagon, hilarious. The symbol on the helmet, the look. He's definitely locked onto you. Maybe
I would definitely say I would always want one of those helmets.
Maven, you're up. I'm going to give you a freebie here. Go ahead and make a perception roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
And awareness, perception.
Perfect. So as you kind of move over and the scope is kind of adjusting to the sunlight coming in, you see for a second in the scope a face in that hole. And that allows for it to lock on and kind of create the outline of a person right on the other side of the container. You can take a shot through it with your weapon if you'd like.
Yeah.
Or you can pop out and shoot the other people, whoever you want to kill. You kill who you want to kill.
Wait, where do I see this at?
It's right
you
north
ping?
of you, so it's like this guy here. Did that
Yeah,
ping?
done.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure that's kind of what I was.
And I'm going to assume with that scope, just because I like it for flavor, you have everybody's everybody's hollows on vibe, so you can see their outlines as long as they're within like a close space of you. So you also know that this guy's squaring up on the boss connect, so it's the money. That'll hit right through. That will that'll fuck him up. He's not dead, but he is real fucked up. And do we got any double sixes? No. Okay.
No. What's a reload action? It's an action, correct?
It sure is, yeah.
Okay, cool. And then I will take my move. I'll kind of dart. I think my move is a 7.
So, Connect, for your purposes, you see just like, him rush up, like the helmet, and then you see kind of like like through the side, kind of hit him across the chest, and him kind of, as he looks towards the hole in the wall, and then Maven pops around the corner to see you.
And I'm kind of hugged up against the wall with my shotgun.
Yeah, you're not
like ready
out.
to start like with the bandolier.
Yeah, you like Connect, but you're not going to jump in front of a bullet for her, right?
No.
Like, okay.
No.
I mean, it's still nice.
I would turn back immediately and say, "Hey, watch the helmet. I like a helmet.
Don't shoot him in the head.
That's all I want."
Lord.
You want to rock?
I call up to Sasha. I'm like, yeah.
I'm shooting the one that shot at me, like right in front of me. So
yeah, for sure.
60 damage.
That'll work. So he is untouched thus far. So 7 less. That'll be 9 in. Okay. When fired by a user with body 10 or higher, without what's your body?
It's 10 because of Cyberware. They didn't fuck up the character that bad.
I was about to say, yeah, because I know the Carnage. That's the one that Rebecca uses. Very cool, very cool. Thorn done. Wrench, you are up.
Okay. So the guy I'm grappling.
Yeah. What are your
I'm
options? Is
gonna
that
let
what you're
go of
about to?
him.
Well, you
Yeah,
got
no.
you got some options. If you want to do some kind of
Pile
martial
drive his ass.
pile driving, you can throw him.
So
That is a thing.
I wanted to. Okay, so if I wanted to just take my shotgun out and point it right at the back of his head or the front of his head, however I'm holding him right now,
Yeah.
and
So
just pull the trigger.
you tell without thinking about the rules, without giving a fuck about the rules, Shed. I want you to tell me what you want to do. Just narratively.
I want to let go of his arm. I want to pull my shotgun out and put it right to the back of his head and pull the trigger.
Push him forward. And, right. Got it. Take the shot. I'll deal with the repercussions after the cool shit has been said, and we'll make it work. Okay. So you said for the head, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's going to be -8. So that means it's an 11 instead of a 19. So you kind of let him go and then kind of push him forward and kind of get ready to throw the shotgun to his head. The second it touches is the second you're pulling the trigger. But the problem is that kind of force causes his head to jump forward. So when you pull the trigger, it's just big old carnage scatter shot directly over his head. There are scratches on his helmet, but it literally like the angel just went tip and moved him out of complete death. Okay, solid stuff. It'll go to blue screen.
All right, blue screen's gonna do a thing again.
Oh,
I'm
sorry. Hold on.
Oh.
Not that it changes anything. It is not listed in your mods for the Kang Tao, the Zuo. It has a +1 to attack rolls when you're using smart ammunition, which I presume you are. So there should be a +1 bonus to that. 20 is still a miss, but good to know. Blue screen. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's right there. Hey.
I'm gonna hack this dude right here.
Okay. Yeah, he's got his arm up on the canister and like he's got his arm down and just dripping blood. It looks like he has pulled his pistol out. He was using a rifle, which is also obliterated when his arm got taken off by fucking was that Thorn who did that? Or was it Wrench? I don't remember who blew the hand off. It was one of you badasses. Anyways, go ahead.
One of them.
So
I'm gonna
first
hit
things
him
first,
with
breach action and then quick hack. Go ahead.
I'm gonna hit him with the DV8. So this is just the hack in, right?
You don't need to roll to hack in. So these guys don't have anything that's protecting them. They don't have self ice or any protective measures. So that's a failure. So basically, you try to lock onto him, but his pain receptors, whatever's going on in his internal, is just not. You are not able to get past it. It's just a scramble of data. So you kind of just back out real quick. And again, you could maintain the breach.
Can I try again?
No. You can only perform a quick hack against one person. And I actually gave you too many actions the last time. You only have 3 net actions.
Yeah.
So it's a breach and a quick hack. You can't breach and a quick hack again. So you got a freebie on that first one. But it all equals out now because you're losing that action. Love it. Moving it on to the meats. This guy angrily turns about, says, "Get the fuck out of my head!" and just starts shooting shots. 1, 2, 3. Somebody roll a d6.
There we go.
Okay. Thank you, Chadwards. So this shot's going to go randomly, and the random target is going to be Connect.
Hey.
So he just kind of turns first person he sees. He's pulling the pistol. He doesn't have a hand, so this is going to be, I think, -6. Miss and okay.
It doesn't matter. He pegs me.
Yeah, that'll get you. So 11 damage. I don't know what Connect's armor is or SP value.
She has light.
So
11.
then that does no damage. Yeah, you're good.
Oh, sweet.
It
Does
bounces
it
off
deviate the
pistol.
armor still or no?
Nope, got to go over to penetrate.
Okay.
Then the guy who was under control drops down, shotgun shell, You can hear a "Whew," and then he drops down onto the ground, puts the constitutional arms unity up towards Wrench, and will take a couple shots. 1, 2. These are both at point blank. First one will hit. Wrench, you'll take 14, which means a lot of things. You're not sitting at your seat. So I can't just. There
I'm
he
right
is.
here. I can hear you.
Okay,
Perfect
okay.
timing.
So this is going to be a lot for a new player, understanding how armor values work. Okay.
I think
About-
I got it.
Midway down your sheet, you should see it says stopping power for your armor jack. You have a light armor jack, I assume. You're going to go ahead and hit the minus on that, so it has 1 less on your body armor, not your head. Okay. Then you're going to go up to your hit points, and because your armor value was 11 before the damage started, you took 14, so that means 3 real damage gets through. So you're going to take 3 hit points of damage. And I did not roll double 6s, so that does not give you a cool wound or anything. Dope. And then I have 1, 2. I still have this guy who cannot shoot at Falco, so he is going to ready in action to shoot when he sees the next target, because he has no visible targets right now. And the sound waved guy is going to. God damn, there's a lot going on. I'm going to roll a perception check with him. Let's see. Awareness. Perception. Okay, that's sufficient. So, Maven, you pull the trigger and shoot through the canister, right? It hits him.
Yes.
He turns and looks in the hole you just blasted, and you kind of lift the shotgun up, tuck out of the canister, and run and roll to the next position. He captures that with his eyes. He sees it happen. So he is going to, not knowing which way you went out of the canister, focus up on connect. Had he failed that perception check, he would have taken shots into the canister trying to hit somebody that's not there.
Nice.
So
That was kind of the idea. I was hopeful.
He got the perception check though, so he's
So
gonna
I was
take
like, tuck up against the fucking wall.
11 misses and 12 misses. Connect. So the first one kind of gets you in the chest, and then more bullets are hitting, and you're kind of like, fuck! Holding the pistols up to your face, like, not in the face.
But the face. I can replace anything but the face.
Yeah. This needs to remain. Insurance.
We are gonna. I can move through.
Yeah.
Friends, right?
You bet. You
Okay,
also
so I
have a
wanna go
diagonal
here.
shot you could do too, but yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I'd like to
Shoot him.
there and then shoot at that guy. Also, sorry, my
No worries.
actions are gonna be a little delayed. I don't know why it's so slow.
Not a problem. So you come around the corner.
So 19.
The Shingen comes around the corner. You pull the trigger, firing its standard fire. Also, keep in mind you are also wielding a smart weapon, so +1 to your attack rolls. And you didn't do this as an auto fire roll, so this will be a straight shot, one single shot. It hits him and kills him. Center of mass, he's already stunned, and a good amount of his armor was blasted away by the shotgun from inside. What's the rate of fire on this bad boy? Should be 2, right?
I think so. Single shot, handgun, skill.
Hold on.
I had to
auto
Google
fire.
mine to find out.
Well, you can. Is there no compendium sharing on this?
When fired in a single shot. no.
Single shot. Okay, cool. So yeah, no RLF.
Yeah, it's just single shot. Yeah.
Right.
And then just like do a quick scan on the people that I can see to make sure that they're okay.
Yeah, everyone seems Gucci, except for Hardcore.
And then I'll
of
move
course.
back.
Um,
I mean,
Falco's going to kind of reach around Wrench, and bury a
Little
shot.
bonus on this mission.
Yeah, a little bonus from the map. The Falco.
Hey.
It's a sexy character. I mean, the
Is
voice
that,
actor.
is that what we call a Falco punch?
No. He's gonna miss. Okay. Connect, you're up. This guy is currently fighting Wrench and Falco. This is the one who shot you and got lucky. The handless.
Yeah. I think there's 4 left, 2 fighting. Thorn, okay. Yeah, I don't see a reason not to. I'm gonna step up to here, like right above the body, making sure the helmet's still fine. And then just shoot at the one that shot at me twice. Boom.
I just learned how we were doing interface wrong. We'll get it correct on the next turn, Jonah.
Okay.
Boom, boom. Those are both hits.
Smack.
You're going for this guy here?
Yeah.
Fucking tell me how it happens.
I would just yell out like, "Stop fucking shooting me!" Like,
Yeah. He's
just
like,
be angry about it.
get out of my head! Stop fucking shooting me!
Yeah.
I'll help you with your lyrics later.
He dramatically, like, his arm's still bleeding. It's like still shooting like a geyser of blood, and he's holding the pistol out. You shoot him, it hits the fingers and like pops, and you can hear the detonation of the cartridge in his hand as it blows away. And the second shot hits him like right in the neck, and he starts spitting and shooting blood out as he flies into the boxes.
I would also shout out to the other two, not the one currently on his knees with Wrench. Like, you can still run. You can still live. Just leave.
Maven is up.
So I would basically, having the shotgun up against the wall, start taking shells, putting them in the shells, and once the shells are in, I wink at connect, start holding down the trigger, charging.
Okay.
It's my turn.
You can recharge and charge at the same time?
No, I can, as my action, loading,
Yeah.
and then as my move action, charge.
Oh, it's a move action to charge. Okay, cool.
That's what it says in the...
Perfect. We'd love to see it.
Equip with the scope, you can see outlines.
Yeah, no, I wasn't saying...
Sacrificing a move
sorry,
action.
It wasn't a question. I was saying, oh, right, you can charge as a move action. Sorry. I have read it. I did read it. I was joking about the not reading it.
You're okay, you're okay.
Okay.
All right. Love
No
you.
worries. I love you
All right.
too.
Wait, you actually read something?
Shut up. Thorn is up. Who is drawing pentagrams on my goddamn... Oh, Chandler. I can tell who it is because the color
I'm of
is-
course going to shoot the guy that is right in front of me again.
Or it might have been Jonah. Okay, take it. That will hit by 1. Perfect. Okay.
12.
Yeah, he is... armor is pretty fucked, but not terribly so. That's going to be 5 less, so he is taking 7. That'll seriously injure him, but he is not down. He's halfway down. Thorn done? Wrench up?
Right as my daughter gave me a chip.
Lovely. You're chipping in.
I am chipped in. All right.
Okay. I have to erase
This
this
guy in
entire
front of me is
fucking
really-
video file. This guy in front of you.
Reading,
just gonna
he's
shoot
making
the guy.
dad jokes.
Shoot him in the face.
I'm just shooting him in the face.
Shoot him in the face.
Going for that.
He's asking for
Going
it.
for that.
That's right in the face. Nope, that's a miss.
No.
Yeah.
Didn't hit.
Yeah, headshots are pretty hard. But the reason why they're worth it is the damage that gets through is doubled. So,
It's really cool when it happens, but it very rarely happens.
I want
Yeah.
his head to explode.
so
I
you
want the
have
head to go.
fired, twice now? Right?
3.
3 times? Okay, just to be sure. The weapon has... Wow, that has
Yeah,
a
I
lot
know.
of ammo.
Yeah.
Huh.
I have
Yeah,
basically one more shot left.
I had
Oh,
a shotgun with
I
100
see.
rounds. It happens.
I see. That's very, very cool. And we're actually doing it wrong. Perfect. Perfect. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. So, it's way harder to dodge that shotgun. Because you're not shooting a slug, my guy. You're shooting a spread. One second. Gun shells.
No,
That's-
I get it.
That scattergun close up is a bit different.
Well, I'm going to give it to you a bit differently so that you get it even harder. That is how a shotgun works. Hard point on the map there. She's moved on to the tutorial.
Yeah.
Show us how shit happens in death. So when you shoot a shotgun, you don't take a shot. You you do take the shot, but you only have to hit a DV-13. You don't aim at the head. You can't aim at the head.
I got you.
Yeah, and everything in that space gets hit.
Takes damage.
So this is cool, but this is better. Do you see? Because you'll get both of them.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
We'll do that.
So you hit the DV-13, which means both of them will take 14. That will kill the one in front of Thorn. And that will wound this one. So -6. 14, 8. And his armor is now 5. Okay. Very, very cool. Next up is blue screen.
Hey, me. Since I just saw his friend die, I'm just gonna. Can I try to DV12 puppet him again?
No, this guy here? Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not breaching, it's called jacking in, which we did not do. I am bad at reading. So when jacking in, the Netrunner must make an interface rank plus D10 versus my will plus D10. And
Okay.
I am a gonk. I am a will. So I got an 11, so you'll need a 12. Okay, so you do not interface with the jack in, so you'll need to attempt to do so again.
It says in the quick hacking reference, if the Netrunner fails, they jack in, but the target is aware.
Yeah. Jackson. Netrunner has hacked into the airport. If a Netrunner is ejected, you have been ejected. Remains connected. So we didn't actually connect because we were failing. So we're not there yet. And then what were you saying?
It says that I'm still jacked in, but
Yeah.
the target is aware that I'm jacked in.
Because you haven't. Oh, I see. So if you. Okay, I get what you're saying. So you are jacked in, and he knows it. So he sees you. You see him. He sees the lights. He knows you're the guy in his brain. Now you're attempting to install the quick hack. So you're going to go ahead and make a DV12 puppet check.
Okay.
It's a lot easier than we're making it sound, by the way, everybody.
Yeah.
And so you can only attempt a quick hack on a target once per turn. So
Yes.
you're square.
That's it.
You want to move?
I'm gonna jack out,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna move on. I guess back over here.
Okay. All right. So this guy is in it to win it. He kind of looks over his shoulder, sees blue screen kind of rush off, looks back and sees that his friend was obliterated by the Zuo shot, sees Thorn and hears Thorn, because who can't, and looks at the situation very complicated. Then this moment of insanity shines across his eyes, Wrench, and you see him kind of raise his gun up towards Falco, and he says, "I'm getting the fucking job done!" And then he's going to go ahead and try and kill Falco with his pistol. And double checking Falco. I thought so. He's going to dodge bullets.
He probably does something pretty cool.
Um,
Also, you shot like shit.
So, Wrench, point blank, points the gun at him. You see the cowboy kind of just tip back, grab his hat with his robot hand, and kind of lean back, and then kind of sideswipe underneath the next shot as he kind of tries to pull in and shoot him there. And then this guy, the only person who sees it is Connect, but he's gonna go ahead and just walk the fuck away. And by walk I mean run.
I told him to leave.
He is full on just getting the fuck out of Dodge. Insurance, you're up.
Man, I didn't even get to change the track to no escape.
No escape. You made your choice. You gotta be pulp. I'm gonna make you moist. Oh, that's gross. I don't like it. I should not be around.
I mean,
it.
those sound like solid lyrics. I don't.
Fair enough.
Sounds like something I would, be screaming while shooting people.
Yeah. I mean, it would definitely cause them to be like, "What?" and then take the shot to the face. Sorry, Elizabeth. Go ahead. It's your turn.
They get the disturbed
Yeah.
disadvantage. We're gonna pop up here and then I will shoot at this guy.
Love it.
Pop.
All right. So that's gonna miss.
Nope.
Because of the amount you missed by. Go ahead and roll me a d6. Actually,
I
make it a
wanna-
d8.
It's okay. She has insurance.
Okay.
4.
1, 2,
I don't.
3, 4.
That's the issue.
Wrench.
Oh no.
It's gonna do a scraping shot. I want you to take 1 hit point of damage and knock off 1 amount of your armor value on your body.
Not the body.
And you would see insurance kind of like, and then kind of this look on her face, like, like, oh shit. And,
I'll fix it later.
yeah, it's kind of like a. So Falco
2 seconds.
will kind of sit forward, throw his gun into his robot hand, and push it up towards the guy's chin. And then he has 1 last shot with the Buria. He's fired 3 times before. It has 4 rounds. And he'll take the shot for the head. Nailed it. So to satisfy the very end of it, and oh, I killed the music in perfect time too. I'm feeling really great about this, folks. Puts it up to his chin, pulls the trigger, just a bright splat of red in front of you, Wrench. And then once it clears, you're just kind of like, and it's all over the container near him, and the guy's body is still shooting blood as it's falling backwards. And he said,
Like
"Hey."
full on anime style. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. He's like, thank God you guys showed up. Oh, I don't even.
Well, you couldn't handle it yourself?
I mean, I prefer not to, and I didn't have to. So it all worked
That's
out.
good. You need any fixing up? We got a med tech with us. You could
no.
see she couldn't shoot.
Neither
You need
could
to
they.
rock?
He says, neither could they. I guess that's just a common trait amongst these med folk.
Wow.
By the way, I am going to rock out very, very well.
He'll tip the hat and he says, no insult meant by it, though, ma'am. I'm leaning into the cowboy, by the way. I'm doing it. So, you meet with Falco. Smoke clears. Cowboy holsters the sidearm and looks at you and says, so, Dakota sent you. Name's Falco. Thank you kindly for your assistance. I want to check my belongings for damage. Y'all free to search the bodies. They're yours. If you'd like.
I'm already on it.
Yeah. You're checking the corpses. You'll find they all have Unity pistols, Constitution arms, Kevlar armor that's all broken up, the helmets, which you got there, but not much else. In addition, I would say you're the only one searching them. Is everybody okay with maybe it's kind of the Taxo gear collector, right? You find a
So I would take some of the guns to take them apart for more parts.
Sure. One of the dead gonks, probably the one who took the ear blast, he's holding in his offhand, looks like a data shard and a handheld tracking unit of some kind. They're not connected, they're separate, but he's kind of holding them together in its dead grip. Before you can kind of like grab the shard, do anything with it, Falco's going to go ahead and step out of the storage unit, like right at the same moment. He says, my apologies for making y'all come out all this way, but I thought I was the only way to get this done safely. It seems I was wrong. Last night I caught someone breaking into my storage unit. I took the arms, but they got away with a few of my belongings. Truth be told, what they got wasn't worth many eddies, but it all holds significant sentimental value to me. I'd like to pay you to find and retrieve the stolen goods.
I hand what I find, the shard and everything, to connect,
John, can I
and
have
not listening to a word he's saying. I just hand it over and I'm looking at him, just kind of like with sass.
Oh, thanks.
Shotgun up on my arm, kind of like this.
He says,
I hand it to Connect.
no, it's not mine, but I'll take a look. If you're handing it to
No,
me,
not handing. I'm handing it to
To
Connect.
okay.
And I would yell back at our guy, Blue Screen, and I would tell him to come up here.
He says, before you kind of blue screen comes over, he says, "Notice you had that data shard there. Do you mind if I take a look? Don't worry, I'll give it back.
You can after my guy looks.
You sure?
100%.
Okay.
I
mean, I'm paying.
We're all trustworthy here.
I mean, I'm paying.
Are you worried or something? Yeah.
I'm just wondering why they're seeking me out specifically. It's not like there were a problem for you.
No, you'll get it. You'll get it second. I have no fear of that. I just like to know why we had to get in a gunfight here.
Bit of an untrustworthy lot, but sure.
So I would hand it to Blue Screen.
Blue Screen, you hear all of that, and I mean, if you think Falco's logic makes sense, him looking at it first, it's your call now that you have it.
It's up to you, Blue Screen, 100%. If you think it's cool.
He's gonna take a look at it first.
Okay.
Just
So
to see like what's going on.
you attempt to slot it, and you learn that the REO's folks were looking for a jacket that belonged to David Martinez. But other than that, you don't understand much of the data that's kind of coming up in front of you because it's mostly kind of med data and shit. It's a lot of stuff you don't really zero in on. But you can tell the baseline of it. They're looking for a jacket. Guy who owned it was named David Martinez.
Okay, he's gonna unslot it and then just sort of like.
And then while you're
flick
passing it over, go ahead and make a local Night City roll if you have it, or just local if they don't have it locked in. And let's see what you get.
Oh, I don't have that. I don't have local expert.
Would social streetwise also work?
I'm gonna say just roll it raw. Just local. But just happening. We love it.
I don't have local expert.
Down at the bottom of education, it's actually its own like section below everything else.
Yeah, no, I don't have that.
You don't have a single one?
No, there's nothing in local expert.
Weird. Okay, well then,
Yes,
whatever education skill you have that doesn't have ranks in it, go ahead and click that one.
Okay.
Cool. David Martinez is a name you know. David Martinez is a guy who, according to what you've heard on the street, jumped out of the top of Arasaka building while fighting Adam Smasher fisticuffs. And nobody saw him ever since.
Wait, a crazy kid.
He sounds cool.
I would also tell Blue Screen, don't tell anyone yet. Hand it over first. We're trustworthy. Like, I'd make sure that information is held first before.
He'll say, as he kind of slots the shard in and goes, okay. Yeah, seems like these gonks were looking for the jacket too. Damn. Well, I'd best tell you more of the story then. The jacket belonged to David Martinez. I'm sure you already are aware. He's a friend of mine. Died not long ago. He got it from his mother after her death. She worked for REO Meatwagon. Boom, confirmation. Now we know.
Boom.
Okay. According to this here shard, each field jacket issued by the company has an external biomonitor and tracker built in. It records biometric data from the wearer while they're wearing it. The corpos are too cheap to pay to link the biomonitor to a transmitter, so they usually just wait for the employee to hang up a jacket in their locker at HQ, then go in and download the data. Shard says a big spender from one of the megacorps wants the data from David's jacket. Problem is, the tracker stopped signaling a while back. I reckon David's rough lifestyle broke it. Then last night, REO Meatwagon recorded a single ping from the jacket's tracker here. Maybe the thief knocked it around, partially activated again somehow. Yeah. Kind of looks at you and says, tracker, not long after they get the, must have had their own tracking device. He gestures towards the device that was with the shard.
Yeah.
and says maybe they're catching pings with it. If you kind of take a look at it, blue screen, it does show that there's a history. The tracker, not that long ago, like moments ago, was located at, like during the firefight moments ago, was just at Bradbury and Ermland Street in Little China. I'll go ahead and move us to the big map. I assume we're not fighting Falco, right?
No.
I just want to ask whether or not he wants me to name him in our future smash hit self-storage slaughter.
I love it. I actually
Also-
love it. I love it so much.
Can I take all of the dead bodies euro dollars off of them
Oh, they
since they
didn't
don't
have
need
any.
them
They were
anymore?
Ferrario Meat Wagon.
Yeah, they might have a ration. But no, seriously, does Falco want to be called out by name in self-storage slaughter, or does he care?
Rather not have been keeping it kind of low. You could say something about a cowboy or something
All
nondescript.
right.
So he has a bevy of answers for questions you may have for him. You can feel free to ask anything you'd like of him, and then we'll be moving on to
Zoom? What just
Tom's Diner.
There you go.
We've played there a few times.
Fair.
I didn't know that
No.
you had one.
Not the Dicky Twister?
No.
We've played a lot of venues. Like medium clubs. Like we're
How'd you know this Martinez guy?
Yeah, just friends. We ran together. We were in the same crew. Did quite a few jobs together. Obviously, I was the driver, and he was the muscle. Basically unstoppable, that kid. He had a experimental bit of cyberware in the back of his head, some Sandevistan or something, and most folks who'd use that would probably fall apart. That kid kept running.
Would I have much knowledge of this type of tech?
Yeah, Sandevistans are relatively common.
What made this one so special?
Military grade. Pretty sure.
Did Arasaka recover it?
Don't know where it went. They got the body though.
To say, I bet there wasn't much left after Smasher.
Yeah.
After that, she kind of spits on the ground and just quits talking.
He goes, yeah, and you see him kind of like his eyes drift to his arm.
Oh, you got out lucky comparatively.
Yeah. it seems like the kind of quiet, not really talking about it situation is on lock there for that combo.
Okay. Well, then to move on past the sad news, what do you got us doing? What do you want from us?
Yeah, short version is you're gonna go ahead and recover the items, bring them back to me. I'll be around here. I ain't a welcome presence in Night City right now. Too many big dogs know my face and want to see me dead. I can't say I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life, but I do want to keep on living.
Well, luckily you get a deal today, since I'm one short of a person. So,
Yep. And like I said, the items aren't worth much. Pistol belonged to one of the first Chumba I made in Night City. Big guy, ran his own crew until, well, anyway. The others belonged to a firecracker of an Edgerunner I ran with. Small thing, but she loved her guns. The jacket belonged to a good friend, David. And, well, yeah, you know the rest.
okay, sounds good. What do you got? Locations? You got people? We got to hunt down. What we doing?
Unfortunately, I don't got much in the way of locations, but if they were tracking, maybe that doohickey there will do your friend some good. Oh, everybody got shifted. When did that happen?
I disconnected for like half a second.
How fucking dare you?
I know, right?
Luckily, it was an easy fix. But let me know next time.
I said something. I was like, "Am I
Oh,
back? Am
I
I
was-
back?" And y'all kept talking. I was like, "I must be back. I'm good."
I was locked in. I'm sorry. Any other questions?
You said in Tom's Diner, right?
Well, he didn't say shit. I didn't say
No,
shit.
no, no.
Oh,
the
out of
last
character, I
ping.
did say Tom's Diner. It's a you don't know where it is specifically because the tracker's kind of rudimentary.
Oh,
It
okay.
was a location at Bradbury and Ermland in Little China.
Okay.
Which, if you were curious,
Gotcha.
Bradbury and Ermland. Here's Little China.
Bradbury.
Uh,
I gotta zoom in. Bradbury.
yeah.
Oh, and Kabuki.
Wait.
I
Right?
think it's Bradbury under the. No, it's not actually.
I'm pretty sure it's right about here-ish, from what I recall. Tom's Diner's kind of on the up end. And if you're curious, like location-wise, yeah, I think that's right. So
But
we're gonna say for
technically
now.
Kabuki?
No, Little China is kind of the whole bottom block. The coast and kind of the other side are Kabuki.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Any
Yeah,
other- Go ahead.
I would just have him write down what we need to know or send over what we need to know so that we can get it working and get it going for him because I get it. Do we know
Jacket?
what the pay is for this job?
Sure. So the deal was double checking here. So 500 per.
Nice.
Sorry, 1,000 per was the agreed upon amount,
Even
and that's
better.
once the job's finished.
1,000 per. That includes the dead one, so we can split it a little better.
Which one to use the fixer? Connect, I think. Good
Yeah.
points. That's you. You're the one talking business. That's what I said to Dakota. It's crew of 7, 1,000
Okay.
per. So you can do
Just making
whatever
sure.
you want with the other ones. At your pleasure. Do you want to try and get a forward on it or anything?
I would look around, see that we really weren't that dinged up, and I feel like we can fix our own shit from here.
No, just saying.
And turn.
Do you want to try and have him pay some up front?
No, that's why I was saying I wanted to see if anyone needed to have to buy anything right up front. Now I would say no. I trust you. We were sent by a good source.
Love to see it. Love to hear it. Well, you best be off. I'm sending you my number. You see his eyes kind of flare color for the phone to you connect. So you can see on your phone, if you have it internal, that you're getting a phone number hollowed at you. And you have, it's not a named phone. It just appears to be kind of like a
It's a burner. I get it.
well, it's strange because it obviously was an internal, but it seems
Yeah.
to be off the grid.
Okay.
Call me when you got my mementos, and I'll tell you where to meet. Good luck.
Will do.
Um,
I would turn to the group and say, since we got a dead one, there's a performance bonus on the line. Whoever does the coolest shit gets an extra grand.
as you're
And
kind of you're all walking back to the van, right?
Yeah.
You can see that the REO meat wagon ambulance is still there, and he kind of just casually says as he kind of walk into his Chevilion, he says that there's going to Dakota. Her people can use the medical supplies and the wheels, and it'll help pay off the debt I owe her.
I would turn to our med tech first and say, if you need something, scavenge it first. He owes us his life. It's fine.
You were for trauma. The shit in there, this garbage.
Okay, just making sure.
it's REO Meat Wagon is very low rent. We've had them in games before. You've seen their facilities. We know how this works. Okay, so Tom's Diner. So simple beat. It'll help you kind of understand a little bit here about what we're moving into. So coming up the way, heading from South Night City, entering into the city, moving around. I'm gonna play some music that's cash. Let's go with
Somebody say play some music. Performance bonus. Come on.
You see the giant neon burger rest like a crown atop a building styled after a type of food joint few people alive even remember. Tom's Diner. There are satellite locations all over Night City, but this is the original. Tom still works the counter most days, though rumor has it he's got a few staff members biosculpted to look like him so he can take a break every so often. Sounds like something Tom would do. Sorry, I lost my place. Inside, sandwiched between the checkerboard floor and harsh ceiling lights, booths and stools provide a place for the denizens of Little China to park their butts and grab some grub. Luckily for you, Tom's Diner never closes. You can grab some synthetic coffee while you investigate. Driver, that'd be Wrench. Go ahead and make a drive land vehicle. This will be under control, I believe, or drive. You're gonna make a drive land vehicles check for me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, so you are so familiar with driving in Night City that you are able to make it from the Badlands on the south side of Night City, ways away, all the way up to Tom's Diner in Little China in like 30 minutes. Most people with traffic the way it's going and everything would have problems doing that, but you know exactly when to exit, pop back on, get through the highways and the byways, and you are there in no time. There's no sign of anyone with a yellow jacket or wild red and blue hair. Investigation is the name of the game here. If you'd like to do some of that, let me know what you want to do. Again, there's a few folks around.
Are there any cameras?
In the space, no.
Damn.
So,
Would doing a human perception check just to see if there's anyone that looks particularly out of place or just that
Hold on.
seems like they would have better info.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a camera. Sorry. There's 5 bits. Okay. Since Wrench kind of did the driving here, I'm going to give everybody like a point of order. Who asked the question about the camera?
Me.
Okay, perfect. Locked on there. I would say that Thorn's probably kind of scoping outside, keeping an eye out. It does look like there's a single motorcycle nearby. Looks like an Apollo motorcycle, which kind of like keys for you. There is the employee, the guy behind the counter, who I assume that Connect. I'm going to lock you onto a different person, so not you specifically, but who besides Connect would try and be like a talker type.
I think there's a decent possibility that Thorn would be looking for somebody that recognizes.
Sure. So then we'll switch to Thorn and Maven. Maven, you see a motorcycle, which will be of importance to you, and obviously it seems a little bit out of place. Okay. Because, again, we're Little China. This is Tiger Claw's territory. Apollos are kind of more like Badlanders or, what are the guys called? 86 Streets? The America dudes.
Street.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then the last one I'll give to Elizabeth, but I'll make it the last one because it'll make sense as we come along. Okay. So we're gonna start with you, Chandler. You see a friendly businessman in a sharp suit that seems to be kind of by himself, eating a Scott burger. You definitely realize like he does not look like he's in the right spot. Like he's just kind of strangely here, and he doesn't seem to really care about the situation. Doesn't look like he's been here for too long, based on the amount of Scott burger he's consumed. You head over to him and talk to him.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
hi.
walk right up.
No, you can sit, I
Hey.
guess.
Yeah, and I just slide in very casually.
Sorry, I'm on my lunch break. But if you're looking to talk, I didn't really see much of anything. Weird way to start the conversation.
I was about to say,
Sounds suspicious.
I would just bluntly ask, didn't see much of what? What are you talking about?
I don't know, just something. A couple of weirdos came around. Is what they were saying. Kind of gestures towards the employees. They're asking me if I could help, and I said I don't have much time. I only got maybe 10 more minutes left. But if any if you have any questions for me, or you're interested in maybe buying some of the latest kitchen appliances for your apartment, he slides a card across the table. His name is Saito, and it appears that he works for Zeta Tech.
Okay.
All right.
I was gonna ask if it was Cutco still.
It never dies.
It
Um,
never dies.
It's called Cultco here.
Cultco.
Uh,
I,
go
I
ahead.
would ask. I'd say, what were the employees talking about? Let's just cut to it.
Yeah. So,
If you need money for this, tell me, and I have a solid bribery if I need to.
almost as if, like on cue, Thorn is walking up to the employee. The employee does appear to not have taken the Tomification. He's behind the counter, appears to be running the whole diner by himself. It's quiet as hell here, not terribly busy. Um, you would notice that he looks kind of stressed, um, and at the same time, insurance is your kind of center line. It does look like he's rubbing his temples, which you would know he's probably got a headache. Do you want to try and talk at him, Thorn?
Way to cure that. That's some rocking.
Uh,
Hey, you all right?
Yeah, some rough-looking types came in about an hour ago. Ordered some coffee to go. Hey, wait a minute, aren't you Thorn with what was the name of that band?
You wound me. Diamond Gonk.
Yeah. You played up north in Watson not that long ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, those
You were there?
I was, but name's Sergio, and offers his hand
Hey.
for a shake. Yeah, some rough-looking types came in about an hour ago, ordered some coffee. They walked out and bang, gunshots. I didn't see a thing. A beat cop was nearby. She came in and asked if anyone saw something. No one spoke up, so she left. Some scabs already hauled away the bodies. Nameless gonks. NCPD won't bother setting up a crime scene and investigating. Shame. Those two guys tipped okay. And for you, Chandler, in a very more businessy kind of mentality, Saito will kind of explain what he heard.
All right.
Go ahead, Tom.
He said nobody saw anything, but nobody see anything, or did nobody see anything?
At about that point, you would notice insurance that there's one person who's kind of like at their table near the window who looks like they would have probably have seen something from what you're overhearing. And they do look like a bit razzled, but they're not really paying attention to anybody at this point. If you want to,
Like
That-
razzled as in like not feeling well.
like, shocked a bit.
Okay. She'll go over and kind of
Do
put
you
a
do you do like one of those like shoulder taps for?
yeah,
Okay. So Thorn will kind of follow along, and the
just
place
like you doing all right, buddy?
the placement for seating, just so we understand, this is within earshot of Connect as well, so you'll kind of see Insurance and Thorn kind of heading over to this other table. And you come over to the individual. Go ahead and make a conversation roll.
It's under social conversation 17.
Okay. He'll go, yeah, I guess I'm doing okay. It just, fuck. Kind of looks
Yeah,
up and
yeah.
goes, "You're Thorn from Diamond Gonk. What the fuck?
What the
Yeah.
A huge fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You were up in Watson not that long ago.
Yeah, you were there?
Yeah,
Sick show, right?
me and Sergio hang out sometimes. I come
Good
in,
guy.
I get the free synth coffee. Awesome. He says, well, anyway, looks back at Interest, says, I didn't say anything to the cops, but shit, it was awful. I was walking towards the diner and I peeped two dudes coming out of Tom's heading for their car. They just unlocked it when some gunk with a wild blue and red hair and a bright yellow jacket runs up, shoves one of the guys out of the way, then hops into the car and drives off. Turns out he's being chased by some chooms in snazzy black suits. The dudes say something to the suits. Suits pull out irons and squeeze the triggers. One each, right between the eyes, preem skills, fast, professional. Then the suits vanish like fucking ninjas. Like I said, awful. I had to walk around the bodies just to get inside. I watched as the scavs came and took them off, too. Don't know where they went.
So which way did they go?
Oh, the scavs or the ninjas?
Uh
Didn't see where either.
oh. Well,
Yeah.
you did say they were moving pretty fast.
Yeah, and the scavs
Do you know where the
go ahead.
the yellow jacket went?
Drove off. I think
Which
headed
way?
north.
North? Interesting.
I mean, it's kind of a weird turnabout here, right? So, like, probably could have just shifted back onto Kennedy or gotten around some other way that way. So, I don't know. But I could tell you what the car looked like, and we'll proceed to do so as we move to the outside. You're searching the area outside, Maven, and you see a perception check, TV9 in your future. What we rolling it? Dan.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot my name is Maven. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
I thought he was intently looking for it.
Yeah,
Just
I
No.
didn't know.
From
No,
now
I
on,
was
it's
paying
Maven.
attention.
I saw the flashbang of white, so I assumed
Yeah.
like a window opened or something.
Yes, I did.
So you got here
I was
pretty
like-
quick. So you see that there's this motorcycle that a couple of scav kids, like young kids, like teenagers, right? They appear to be in the process of stripping it for parts. If you move over to approach them, you gonna?
Yes.
They
Yes.
scatter. Cockroaches. Whoosh, gone. Do you want to try and grab one, or are you totally good?
How big are they?
Fucking, I don't know, man.
High schooler size?
Yeah, high school.
Like no, like there's like I
Well,
don't
like,
know.
high
I
middle
don't really.
school to
Yeah, I'll
low.
try and grab one. I'll
Okay.
try and grab one.
Go ahead and make a brawling roll.
Grab him by the neck. Roll.
So you grab a hold of him for a second, and what do you say to him?
Where do you think you're going?
And he says,
I don't
"Fuck you, man!" And then he kind of kicks you in the shin, and then like very quickly kind of wriggles out of your grasp, and then runs and jumps over a cement wall that's kind of drops down onto rooftops. Just dips the fuck out of there fast. You're kind of like, ugh. And then look over the bike. You can go ahead and make another perception check. It doesn't look like they got through a lot of the stripping. So this is definitely a bike that belonged to a member of the Valentinos, which, if you're not familiar, is one of the gangs, like the more prominent gangs of Night City. And you think you understand what happened here. The bike appears to have been damaged by 2 gunshots. One hole matches the gun Falco carries, but the damage was superficial. The second shot, made by an incredibly precise weapon, appears to have disabled the bike. Like a perfect shot. Like, as a tech, like,
How easily could I fix it?
you're pretty sure that this ride's going to cost some money to fix. This isn't going to be a situation where you're just going to pop it back in place. Like, this bike is fucked. By that single shot, it literally, like, all the oil and gas are basically
They knew
flooded
what
together.
they were
They
doing,
knew
yeah.
exactly what they needed to hit, and they nailed it. And you're like, damn. smooth shot. It appears that, from what you can see, this bike was kind of ditched in a hurry. So it's not really like stood up. It's kind of just neatly kind of placed front tire into some trash bags and such, and it's kind of just there. And the kids appear to have propped it up themselves to kind of get at the goods.
Yeah, they're just scavenging.
Yeah, it looks like they took the radio. It looks like they took like the interface connector bits. It looks like they took the expensive stuff already and left the shell of the bike. They probably could have gotten another kind of like 50 to 100 eddies off of the bike, but they probably got 200 eddies of the shit they stole and got off with.
Mm.
Okay. Standing not too far from where you're at, blue screen. You kind of look up at the camera. If you'd like, you can attempt to hack it from here. Jonah.
One more time, what?
Yeah, so blue screen's not too far away from Maven outside. You look up at the camera. You're pretty sure with your virtue you could probably hack it from here if you'd like to try.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I
So
would
you
love to.
are attempting to interface. Go ahead and make an interface roll.
Okay, I try.
DV9. And don't forget luck.
13.
Nailed it. So you enter in and you can download the footage from the system.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The footage is grainy, but it shows a man with wild red and blue hair
Mm-hmm.
nearly crashed his motorcycle into a wall, kind of slides into the trash. He hops off, yanks
What a gun.
on a yellow jacket, and then runs off camera. Seconds later, two men in black suits, expensive pistols drawn, run through the scene, giving chase. Looking for identifying markers, the crew, you, can see the man in the yellow jacket has neck tattoos. Go ahead and make a streetwise check.
Streetwise. That's under education?
Social.
Dosh.
Social. Streetwise. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna spend 2 luck.
Well, you roll it? You don't have to spend before. You can. Oh,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Sorry. You do have to spend before. I'm an idiot. Thank you. You spent 2 luck. You got a hella good, though. We're doing great. The rules are the rules, not the Dark Skies rules.
I
You
got
don't have
21.
a rocker boy.
got 21.
But you do have a rocker boy. But it doesn't work. The rules
What?
aren't the same.
Huh?
You nailed it. The point is, you nailed it.
John
So,
is confusing you. The
By
I
the-
don't
DM is
respect any
misleading.
fucking rules. What are you talking about?
by the neck
Diamond Conk doesn't
tattoos
give a shit.
and the arm tattoos you see before he throws that jacket on, that guy's a Valentino. The guy with the red and
Oh.
blue hair, he is a member of the Valentinos. You know that they put on the full on, like, they have the awesome tattoos, very, very cool, and he has them all the way up to, like, here. So that guy was definitely a Valentino or a really brazen poser.
Okay.
Okay. So now,
How close is blue screen to me?
right nearby.
Hey, blue screen, make out these. I mean, do we have we're over like comms, right?
Well, yeah, you can. I mean, you can be on hollow.
Are there
that's fine.
plates on the bike?
Yeah. Pretty
Hey.
standard fare.
Run these plates, and I rattle off the numbers.
And
Run
then
the play?
blue screen would be able to tell you, I already know who owned it.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
So you did.
So it kind of, it just, I mean, somatic. Like, we're
did-
not in the same experience,
You didn't.
Yeah.
but
That's true.
it just falls together perfectly.
You didn't see the bodies, but you did see the bodies on camera.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like for Elizabeth, Tom, and Chandler to each make streetwise checks.
Streetwise.
You.
Is
Well,
that
Phil-
supposed to be
Phil-
under social, John?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Social.
You know what's really funny?
I hate you. It's your
I
computer.
don't want to. I don't want to talk about it.
You're the only
So-
one with the problem.
I know it's just somehow on this entirely separate character sheet.
Is it a new computer?
It has been on multiple computers. Yeah.
Fair enough. Just roll a d10, and I'll just add nothing because I assume you have no social
like-
graces.
Just add nothing.
Shody and his Call of Cthulhu.
I mean, I do
sheet.
have pretty substantial cool.
But that's still a pretty bad roll. So just connect, smart enough to catch it. After kind of getting descriptions from the witness and from the employee, and a bit from the businessman, but not really because he wasn't there, you get the vibe that the two dudes that got shot and had their car stolen, the two dudes who had their car stolen and then got shot by a totally different group of people, were nomads. And if you'd like to take that information to your nomad, who is just hanging out in the car ready to fly if necessary.
For the record,
Yeah.
I have a plus 13 total to Streetwise. Thank you.
Still
That
would
I'm
would've
gonna
been
go grab
successful.
a water real quick.
No problem. So you understand the thing that I said to Chandler. But if you take that info to Wrench and kind of explain what they look like, these nomads,
Yeah.
Wrench, go ahead and make me a Streetwise check as well.
Don't fuck it up.
Please don't.
Go wrench.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh no.
Well, that's
John,
not
do
good.
it for him.
I'm not going to do it for him. I'll wait for it.
My nomad's dead. Death.
And
Oh, no.
Connect, while we wait for that, go ahead and make a business check.
What is that?
Education. Thank you, Chedwards. What is happening? Is that Dan?
Someone
Yeah.
is sucking down some water.
I know it's
Oh, it's
happening.
my. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm gonna use. Where's my luck? How much luck do I have? Where's your? Oh, 5. I'm gonna use 3 luck on this.
Perfect.
18 in total with the luck.
Okay.
Ched got 15 as well.
Cool. So with Chedward's information, you know that they're Aldecados. They are a nomad family that's pretty prominent in Night City and outside of Night City. So you're familiar with them. They're also kind of the biggest kind of influence as far as nomads go, outside of the Wraiths, who are also really prominent right now. The two are kind of engaged in a street war within Night City, kind of fighting for jobs and gigs. With that more than 9 business check, the only people that those killers, after kind of getting the info on the footage from Blue Screen and hearing the deal, the precision hitters, there's no way they're not Militech or Arasaka. They are one or the other. You cannot know for sure which.
Okay. Yeah, I would. We're probably pretty much done in the diner at the moment. Then. I would look over at Thorn and say, hand out autographs if needed, but we got to get moving. We got deadlines to hit.
Hey,
Yeah.
John.
Mhm.
There's no way to enter a police database and then just look up to see which Valentino's got arrested, right?
You can try. Library
Yes, you do.
search would be what I want you to roll.
Okay.
A lot
It's
of
under
Valentinos
education.
get hit by NCPD, my guy. So
Gotcha.
there's a lot of them that have been arrested. It's like,
Oh, never mind.
so
Never
Blue,
mind. He gets a
Blue Screen,
headache.
you go off on this wild goose chase. You know, you're looking for
You
needle in a
Blue Screen.
haystack. You blue screen. Very good. But I'm going to let you know at this point, there's really only 2 options that you have for a lead. You definitely know that whoever the writer is, the red and blue haired individual, is being tailed,
Mhm.
and by some people who are probably not great news. You also know that the thief is a Valentino, and everybody knows because everybody rolled really good on Streetwise, except for fucking Elizabeth. She didn't know shit. I mean, insurance. Sorry, Elizabeth knows a lot. In fact, she runs quite a bit of the city. But back to it. You would know that the Valentino's base of operations is a bar in the Glen called El Coyote Cojo.
Oh, shit.
So if you wanted to go find out what you could about this person, that might be the place to go.
I would ask our nomad. Well, asking our nomad wouldn't be the best if we're welcome there. Do we think we would have any reason not to be welcome there?
You're
Well,
And we
Only if
got
they don't
money.
like good music.
Yeah, we got money in a rocker, boy. It's fine. Yeah, I would tell everyone to load up and just head towards that bar. I'd explain on the way.
For
For
non
whatever it's worth, Thornton would do the autograph signing and try to get the guy that he and insurance were talking to contact him if that person shows up again, and if anybody else asks about it, send them to like Charter Hill or something.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. So as a group, just decide: are we going to the Coho, or are we going to wait for a ping and see if we can't get a better location? Either way, this just as a heads up, this module is in sections. Each one's about an hour, which I think is really interesting and appropriate for their demo cycle um, at Gen Con. I think most people didn't make it through the first bit though, like or make it past the first bit. Like that was probably it. It was just murder.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of overheard. But
Murder.
it does look like this module is substantive compared to some of the other
You
stories.
mean we're not going to get it all done today, John?
We're gonna get to
Oh.
we're gonna get to a very interesting point, I think, depending on your choices here.
Can we do both? Like, can I keep like a ping on while we're traveling?
Nope, because you have learned that the device seems to work more appropriately when it is stationary.
Well, shit. Actually, I would
Yeah.
just say it as the fixer. I'd make the executive call to wait for the ping.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
wouldn't.
yeah,
I wouldn't take
okay.
other opinion. I would walk over to blue screen, ask him if he has an idea of how long it's going to take, like how long we need to sit.
Okay.
Well,
So
because we also don't know, like, if it's actually going in that direction, and
Yeah.
then we
True.
potentially would have to backtrack,
Yeah.
which would take longer.
another interesting factoid is the mission kit comes with special rules for downtime. Now, normally downtime is an extensive operation, right? We're well aware of
Mhm.
how that works.
Mhm.
But in this narrative beat, the downtime is a bit more hastened, and in my opinion, fits more in line with my mentality of 2077. So, you didn't ask for cash straight up, so you don't have much. So, you're not going to need to visit a Ripper dock and get patched up, repair armor, any of that stuff. However, if you'd like, you can, through meditation and just like as you're kind of sitting there waiting for the ping, you can restore bits of your luck pool.
Yeah.
So if
I mean,
you
I'd like to be tearing apart these pistols and then
Sure.
taking parts.
yeah, that's fine. You can sell loot. I would say that would probably fit into that neck of the woods. If you want to go ahead and do that, and if you want to combo that with, I'd say one other person, you could probably have them sell and deal with the bits, but you could repair people's armor for free.
Yep,
Okay.
on it.
So
I would definitely do the selling.
I would say that you can choose 2 players, and you can repair their armor 1d6.
Nice.
Who needs their armor repaired?
I
Not
was
me.
taking 2 points, but
That's good. Yeah. So wrench, and then who else?
Anyone
else
else
got
going to
shot?
take damage?
Did Thorn get
Or it
Never
was
got
too
hit.
strong.
Oh, right. So it's just wrench. So the part about being a tech is you do it for free. If somebody else wanted to repair their own armor, they would have to 1 point back to Chadward's. Seems like the bad rules follow you regardless of what you're doing, my guy.
it doesn't matter what game we play either.
Yeah.
Honestly, blue screen's just gonna watch BDs while he's.
If you want to
waiting for the
restore,
ping.
if you're meditating and you want to restore luck points that you've spent, you can roll a d6 and restore that many.
I'll
That
do
would be your downtime action.
And these are like new actions?
Yeah, it's all this page.
Damn.
It's very cool.
And you
Nice.
suck too.
I'm going to incorporate it into
Yeah.
my games for basically we have endpoints that don't flow into the next section very well.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
we're continuing the mission. I think having like a short rest mechanic like this is really cool.
Yeah.
So we're going to wait, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I said I would sell the parts that he strips. I don't know if I need to roll for that or anything.
Okay. So the trail leads you to an Encart station in Vista del Rey. I just was reminded of a very stupid SNL sketch But that's just me. I am a goober, and that's the way I live my life. Vista Del Rey, we are well
He
familiar
knew
with,
this about you.
because this is where a lot of Dark Skies residents live. Uh, very, very good. There's nothing like walking down the steps into the humid, stale, oppressive atmosphere of a subway platform. Somehow dingy and dim, no matter how bright the overhead lights are. The rush of sound from crowds and trains, combined with the scent of too many people packed into small space, combine into a sensory bouquet so overwhelming it takes a moment to spot the aggressively blonde busker singing and playing an acoustic guitar. She's sitting on a blanket against one wall and in perfect position to see anyone who passes by.
Well, I'd be happy to walk over there and talk to her.
Okay?
I'd immediately throw 10 eddies into her little whatever she's using to busk.
She says thanks. And Rocker, go ahead and make a human perception check.
Great news. I somehow have social skills now.
Oh.
Way to IT, my guy.
Great news, everybody.
Nailed it. Couple of factors here. You are relatively familiar with gangs. The human perception is to note that by her attire, she's a member of the Mox. Mox are another gang. They are a group of individuals who were basically joy toys, dolls, and the like. Who, after basically being fucked around by gangs in their neck of the woods too much, kind of were led by one individual out of that and rose up to kind of get their own bar and get their own clique and basically have the power to tell people to fuck off our turf. She also seems familiar. You're pretty sure that she's not like putting a lot of heart into her music. She's decent. She's performing a song called Friday Night Firefight. But the way it sounded by the Rubicones, it really wasn't meant to be reinterpreted into this softer style she's doing. It's not vibing right. And she also doesn't seem to have her heart in it either, which is kind of like a no. Someone introduced themselves to her, just kind of walked over, or just threw coins into her.
I would introduce myself.
Okay.
I'd say I just have a quick question.
Yeah.
And I would ask about the Valentino that we knew that ran through. Just I would ask about the general description: red and blue hair, bright yellow jacket.
Okay. You have two options here. You can make either a persuasion check to talk her into talking about it, like you just tried to, or you can loosen the
Bribery.
Yeah, you bribe her. I'm trying to think of a way to say that.
How much money do I need to throw for a
20
bribery?
eddies is probably fine. Just drop it in there. That's what she's paying, or that's what she charges for the data charge she's selling on her little, because she's selling her music. But you could probably put a doubling or however much you want, depending on how much you put in there. It will determine
The
the
DV.
bonus.
Oh, okay. You know what? I already threw her 10. Are we counting that or not?
Yeah, that's in there.
Okay.
That's a part of the.
Throw her 40 more. Let's
Oh
just make
damn!
it.
Okay.
Let's just make it easy.
Okay, so you've got the rocker in your crew who's kind of right there with you, talking to you about the stuff, and you've got that cash thrown in there. So I've got the bonus on my side. Go ahead and make your bribery check.
Shit, I didn't need to throw that much money.
She's like, "You're talking about Dalton." Oh, I love him.
Apparently we are.
I love him so much. He's got a heart as soft as a Scot. You know, we've been together for 3 months, and he and I, we're gonna make it. I just know we are. I mean, he was just here half an hour ago, and he brought me a snack to keep my energy up. Isn't that so sweet?
Oh,
You see anyone else? Black suits, mill kind of variety also running around here?
No, I can't say that I did. Were they after Dalton?
Nah, just we're checking on a couple people going different directions. Which way did you say he went? Your sweetheart did?
Oh, well, he went into the terminal and yeah. Um, do you ask her about the items?
I'd ask her if he's still wearing the jacket.
Oh, well, he got me a jacket like you just described, but yellow isn't my color, so um, I said he said it was a symbol of his love, but well, we need money for reasons. Anyway, I just sold the jacket to some corpo. He gave me 500 eddies for it and put it in a briefcase.
so
Isn't
Where
that
did he
gonk?
go?
He now that you mention it, he kind of looked like what you described, but there's just the one. Who puts a jacket in a briefcase? Well, it's just before you showed up too. Um, Everybody, go ahead and make a perception check as she kind of elicits this information. Said he just walked off. That's persuasion, but
Oh shit! Sorry.
okay. Maven doesn't even know where
There's-
she is right now.
There's my perception.
She's picking her teeth.
Hell yeah.
What am I
Thorn,
paying this med tech for? She shot
Thinking
one of
how
our people.
Dumb this woman is.
Thorn's already grabbed the data shard from Connect that Connect bought with all the cash, slotted it in, and is listening to it. It is subpar. She's not gonna.
it is so far.
Yeah, she is. She is.
She's doing her best.
Yeah, it's Night
No,
City
no, no,
T
no, no. It's
like,
worse. It's worse than that, Thorn. She's not gonna make it. Like it's.
Oh,
she,
damn.
it's like someone who's like, oh, I want to do this activity, but like they want to do it for the fame, not for the activity. You know what I'm saying? We all know people
I know
like that, right?
Yeah, I do know
That
yeah,
person.
A couple
so
people.
so not Night City T Swift. It's Night City Avril Lavigne. That's
She at least made it.
Yeah, she
For a
made
little
it though.
bit.
Avril Lavigne was a
It's
gem.
like it's more like
think
that
Ashley
that
Simpson.
one singer who shows up into like the tiny bar. They show up like every single week and they just suck.
Thank you for distracting me from my really bad joke regarding the song Kawaii. Because that's where I was gonna go with it. That's where I was- Kawaii.
I mean, you could even say like it's like Rebecca Black if like no one had actually like
listen to that song.
Oh, I listen to it all the time.
well no, not listen to the
Had
song,
the
but
money
actually like had
And the parents to produce it.
well no, not even
Man, we are
that.
diving
I'm just
deep on
talking
this
We are-
show.
I'm talking
We
about
need
like
the deep
so if
lore
you've
on
heard
this
her
busker,
now,
okay?
I'm
she
focusing.
actually sounds good, but she didn't back then.
I'm focusing us back up, and guess what? It's gonna be
No
you
one told her
because
that she sucked.
you got the highest perception. So, you see a suit, insurance, and as you're kind of like spotting it out, do you want to give chase or inform your friends like in a loud way that kind of gets you to move in that direction? How do you want to notify your allies here?
She'll probably kind of like clear her throat. What the fuck is my mouse doing? Sorry. She'll
code?
probably clear her throat and then like elbow someone in the ribs and then start heading that way.
Okay.
Kind of like nodding.
I would know which one of these guys, which one in my crew is the fastest, right? Like that wouldn't be a question. I know who would move the fastest.
It was Hardpoint.
Shit, who's second? Who's second then?
Was.
I got 6 move.
I only
I got a
six. What do you-
7.
Seven.
Yes.
Still
Okay.
have 7.
I would
Well,
very quickly
I
after
do
she
like-
said that.
I'm distracted.
I'm gonna be honest. I do like the effort to try and drive, but I have substance here, so I kind of gotta drop the
no.
tool here for a sec. So sorry. So this
Oh,
is the
no.
metric. So insurance, you are first. If you are not advancing and you're telling everyone else, is that what you just said was happening?
Well, I was like shoving whoever's like right next to me, like elbowing them in the side, and then giving chase.
Okay. Because you have a nomad with you, you're the first to do it. Go ahead and make an athletics check, DV.
I don't. Other than blowing it out.
13. What are you saying to me?
He wasn't talking to us.
I was
Yeah,
talking to my
blowing
child.
it
I'm
out.
sorry.
All right, fair enough.
You said athletics?
Yes.
16.
So you kind of push somebody and say, and kind of point, and then rush off that way. As you start to maneuver, you can hear her saying, "That's him," and you give chase. The suit in question, you are able to identify, not who exactly they are, but you're definitely able to identify who they work for. And this individual is an Arasaka Corpo. So
Oh shit.
I
Makes
will
sense.
let you know that they are in a populated space. So it's not likely the case that they're going to get into a firefight, because that could lead, and this is something that you would know as well, big groups, lots of
Mhm.
guns. Firefight does not work like it does in Cyberpunk 2077. If we start shooting,
Yep.
so does everybody else. So
Yep.
the Corpo knows that. You know that. You can do what you like, but I'm going to let you know repercussions will repercurs. So you are advancing. Okay.
Yes.
Who did you push?
If we're in uh, that kind of formation, probably. I believe this is Chris's character.
Yeah, Wrench.
Wrench, yeah.
Okay. So Wrench, go ahead and, since you are chasing after and kind of following, go ahead and make an athletics
Yes.
check as well. Oh, hell yeah. So you're going to skip ahead a bit. You kind of, basically what happens is you're moving, you're kind of cycling through the crowd, trying to get you a position where you can keep up with the Corpo. Wrench, big guy, and also nomad,
Just bulldoze.
knows how to weave through traffic even with the bulk of mass. He drives a van, and he still is weaving that bad boy like it's a brand new Excalibur, right? So he's fast, and he's getting after it. Okay, so everyone else in the group, the four that remain, if you see those two dart off, who would you like? Or would you like to charge after, or continue talking to this lady? It's up to you. It looks like the group is heading after the Corpo, and you can see the Corpo. Everyone can see him.
Can I just try to hack into the Corpo? Or would that be too much?
Distance is too far. He's already got good distance on you. You'd have to get closer.
Shit. I'm just gonna try to get closer so I can
Alright.
hack him.
Athletics. Dan, are you also charging after?
My carbon monoxide detector is going off.
Oh. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, feel fine.
You
I'll
should go
be
check
back.
that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should 100%
Damn,
check that out.
The Netrunners are getting vicious.
They're
Hey,
hacking in the hands.
John is just hacking shit and like, we will not win today.
Blue screen, you bolt after, and you're not quite keeping pace with them. I mean, just again, for positioning, you would basically be behind insurance. But keeping up. You're able to see her, so you're able to lock in and see the rest. Okay. Thorn, you chasing after as well?
I will to the busking lady, be like, "See you at our next show," and then run off.
You're like, holy shit, you're Thorn with Diamond Dog.
I apparently really suck at rolling athletics. I got a 14 because I rolled a 2.
He gets
Okay.
noticed again, trips on himself, trying to be like,
Yeah, that's
"Yes, I am."
Yeah, probably.
So what that will mean is I want you to roll a d10. Okay.
4.
So as you are rushing and kind of getting to the train, like moving through the train area, a train rounds the bend just as you're passing near it, and it seems to send quite a bit of. Oh, interesting. Bear with me here. That was
I couldn't get hit by multiple shotguns, but I'm gonna get hit by a fucking train. Is that?
No.
That's not very metal.
I see. So real quick notes.
No kidding.
Slight addition to what happened there.
Actually,
Wrench,
the
insurance,
train is
blue
nothing
screen.
but
You three succeeded. You are able to get on the train as the Corpo is boarding it. That was very, very
Oh.
narrowly pointed out and very confusing. But not bad.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, got it. So, Thorn, you rush over to the train, but you realize you can't get to that same door because it's basically getting compacted. So you have to enter at a farther space. So you are on the train, but you are a ways away. Maven will get on at the same point as you, and Connect, I'll give you the last opportunity here. Do you want to try and get on the train or stay close to Thorn and Maven in the back and kind of not pursue as diligently as the other three?
I'm here. It just needed batteries replaced. Sorry.
Sure.
He's
Oh,
not dead. That's what we needed to know.
yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna try athletics and see what happens.
Go with it.
Nothing.
I was about to make a
What?
joke, and it was a rude joke.
From
So-
you?
Yeah, I'm not going to say
Yeah.
it. Okay, so you're with the front group. Okay, perfect. Let me change the music here, because this is chasey time.
Was
Could I
it-
try and keep up with you guys?
You can roll an athletics check.
Yeah, please.
I suppose.
Try.
You had to make
Or
sure
end
you
up in the
wasn't
party car
dying.
with Thorn. Yeah, party car.
Thorn, yeah.
Sorry, Thorn.
No, it's not the party car because I'm not with Thorn, and I've been like supporting his music the whole time.
Aw.
You can be the warm-up act in
Well,
the
now-
not party car, so when I get there, they're primed to be the party car.
So just
Oh,
to
it's gonna be
clarify,
a party car.
you are now on the train. So it does have auto defense systems. So if a firefight does start out, the new problem is not just the people on the train, which is pretty heavy. It's also the auto defense systems. The end card is quite long, so you are chasing him through it. And at this juncture, this is where it gets interesting. So those are who are in the back. That would be Thorn and Maven. You are effectively out of the chase. You kind of have an idea that they're ahead of you, moving towards the front of the car or front of the train, but you are so far removed that you won't be able to catch pace. Okay. For the others, the metric is simple. On my turn, I'm going to roll a d10.
You're gonna be bad at it.
Okay. So he gets locked up in the space that he's in, which is right where he's at. He's not moving, he's not advancing any. Okay? Wrench, you are the first on the docket. Roll a d10. All right. So
Nice.
as you're pushing forward, a teenager is trying to pick a shirt to wear, like, and he's kind of holding them out to another friend, and steps in front of you and says, "Hey, which shirt do you think is cooler?" Go ahead and make either a brawling check, a dodge check, or a persuasion check to intimidate him. Like, however you want to proceed through this teenager. Just tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you what to roll.
Just punch
I'm
the
just
shit
gonna, like-
out of them.
I'm literally just gonna like backhand him.
Okay, brawling. Oh, the music is playing throughout all the cars.
Hold on, why can't I find this now?
Get the fuck out of
This
here.
one's called Locomotive Anarchy.
I was dying over
You need to
here.
write these down, please, and post them in Dark Skies General, because I need to put this in the wiki.
Oh, why can't I find it?
Love that.
Brawling's under
Oh,
Fighting.
fighting. I found it.
Okay. So he kind of holds them and says, "What shirt do you think?" And you're, "Hey, what?" And he kind of spills onto like two people who are in their chairs, and you continue to rush past. Okay. Insurance D10.
Yes. D10. 3.
Just as you kind of pass by, a gonk holding a radio cranks up the volume to drown out the song coming from the back end of the car. And it's so loud, it's very ear-splitting and, like, horrific. Go ahead and make a concentration check, Elizabeth.
Okay. That's under awareness.
You
18.
just kind of tuck your head low and keep moving as quickly as you can through the car. Connect or blue screen, whoever rolls it first, roll a d10.
There you go.
All right. A panhandler steps in front of you as you're kind of moving in through that same car that blue screen is at. And the both of you are kind of affected by this panhandler at the same time. He's begging for money and trying to kind of lock you into a position where you feel compelled to. What would you like to do to him?
Near you.
You can get him out of your way with cash, or you can. Violence also works.
I throw him a single Eddie. A single one, and just keep
Come on, man!
moving.
I can't even buy a Scott Burger with that, man. I need like 10 Eddies, 9 more. Come on.
And with that, again, I'd throw him a single Eddie, and if he tries to stop me again, I would just shove him.
Well, real quick, blue screen, you're also there. Do you want to shift 9 Eddies to him, or do you want to sock him in the jaw and pop goes the weasel?
I gotta check what my brawling is to see if
I mean,
can
he
even
could
do
move a
that.
few cars back and get an autograph to sell. And
Hold on. Let me check. Where is fighting? Okay, there it is. Jeez. I got a brawling 10. I'll try. Can I just push him out of the way?
Yeah. Brawling's fine. Go ahead and roll it.
Oh, can I
So-
roll mine?
So he's like, come on, man, just 9 more, and then
Very
you,
lip-wristed.
sorry, apologies. So the success part was 10 Eddies. You said no, so you failed. We will get him killed here in a second, or beat up in a second, but you both failed the metric of moving forward. So he's going to lock you down for this turn, okay? And then,
I'm gonna stab him with a knife next time. No, but
again, violence will not be
I
welcome. They will murder you on this
That's
train car.
option
And
number 2.
everyone in the train car, just to be sure. It's
against
easy.
the Arasaka guy.
should have come to the party car.
Well, you're not in the same car. You guys are moving through the cars. Okay. Tom and or Dan, either one of you, roll me a d10. This is for the Arasaka Corpo.
You're up, Tom.
Okay.
Ooh.
Not great for you.
Oh, damn it, Tom!
Look, man, I only know how to rock. If you wanted somebody to roll shitty, you should have asked the busker.
So,
No.
Wrench, you kind of rush past the kid, the teenager. You get to the next car, and like as you're kind of pushing open the door on the far side, you can see the Corpo kind of like, and then very quickly move from that car 1, 2 spaces on that 10.
Oh,
Okay, Wrench, you're up. Roll a d10.
that's so bitch.
Okay, so you move in to this space, and it looks like whatever was locking the Corpo down appears to have been dealt with by the Corpo. You see a guy who looks like disheveled and is holding a metal cup, and it looks like he had his face just punched very hard and is laying on the ground. It's easy for you to step over him. You're able to move that one space. Insurance, you're up. Roll a d10. Okay.
4.
I think this is one we've gotten as well.
I think this is what she
Oh
got
no,
last time.
we didn't get this because we weren't on the train yet because I'm stupid and I didn't read. You
Oh.
can make either an athletics check or a dance check, your choice.
Oh. Let's see. That's
Breaking's so hot right now.
11.
Okay, and this was athletics?
Athletics, yes.
So as this the train kind of comes around a bend, you shift and have to grab a hold of the pole and kind of lock yourself in. The bags are kind of throwing off your center of mass in this space, so you kind of just grab a hold and kind of have to wait there for a moment. Connect and blue screen. At this point, you push past the panhandler.
Okay.
Okay. So you can see that, like, as the bend's coming, the guy shifts to the side, and Connect is just like knocks him away, and the two of you very quickly single file through and get to the next car.
I'd look over at blue screen and be like, "Leave the violence to me." just.
Next, then D10 for the Corpo, Dan or
got it.
I'll roll it this time.
Okay.
You've done enough, Tom.
Okay. Wrench, as you continue moving through the space, at the end of it, you'll get another beat like you just did a second ago. Go ahead and roll me a D10. Very good. So as you're kind of moving past, some gonk is smoking some sort of, well, not smoking, kind of ingesting some sort of aerosol drug. Go ahead and make me a resist torture and drugs check.
Oh, I'm so.
Oh, here comes the black ice. You're gonna be
Fine.
done for life now.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Hold on. I gotta find where it.
It's underbody.
It's bath salts.
Oh no.
Nailed it.
Not
So-
again.
Boom! It kind of hits your face, and you realize that like whatever he was hitting was kind of like a heavy drug, but not one you're unfamiliar with. So you kind of like, okay, and continue on past. Once you get to the end of the car, you look through the window, and you can see the corpo is in there, and it looks like he is being accosted by a. It's like a homeless man. But he doesn't like look like he's panhandling. It just looks like he kind of grabbed onto him, like when the train turned. Okay. Insurance D10. Okay.
4 again.
Yeah, it's still hitting that bend. Go ahead and do me a
Twisties.
favor and give me athletics check. Don't forget to spend your luck before you roll it.
Oh, you're right. We'll spend. Oh God, where's that luck? We'll spend 2 luck.
Okay.
So that's
Nice.
19.
With that, you're able to move not only through that space, but with wrenches kind of barreling through, and that teenager kind of like dealt with, you're able to very quickly move through the space and get in the car. You can see Wrench, but you cannot see what's in front of him. You do have holocomms, so that means you can see the faces of people who are talking and hear them talking in your head.
Mhm.
If you want to send anything back to the rest of the team, Wrench. Well, you gotta unmute your hollow. Wrench is like, I don't know how this new fandangle technology works.
Stop.
What'd you say?
I said he's in the next car.
He's in the next car. Is what you hear over the hollow insurance.
I'll
Okay.
keep moving.
Connect and blue screen. The two of you go ahead and roll, or one of you, your choice. Roll a
Don't know you
d10.
this time.
Okay, okay. Hey!
Okay.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, I mean, this one I'm not gonna have a problem with repeating. Some gonk is blowing smoke. It's definitely drugs. A lot of people are doing drugs on the fucking train. Probably heading into work, to be honest. I'd like the
So
both of
many
you
drugs.
to go ahead and roll resist torture and drugs.
Can
Sounds like a train.
can I just willingly fail this? Because I feel like blue screen is that type to just
Yeah,
like all of it.
absolutely. Okay, so if that's the case, Connect will move on to the next car as you're kind of like, okay, and you just kind of like, all right, kind of adjusting the virtue, kind of like, damn.
I'd turn back and say no bonus, and just would keep going forward.
There's this look of like, oh, the high's gone. Okay, I forgot to move you to last time, and then this will be this time. Go ahead and roll the d10, your teammate for the corpo.
Yeah, let's go.
So, that old man is a problem, and this is actually kind of like a very sudden event that happens here. He raises his hand, and you see a red light on his watch kind of glow, and then his right arm breaks open, and a mantis blade appears, and he shoves it into the head of the homeless man, and then retracts it suddenly. There are like 3 other people in the car who immediately dodge to the side, and this will be just as Wrench enters into the space to engage
Oh
him.
shit!
He's got a backpack in the hand he lifted up, or not a backpack, a briefcase in the hand that he lifted up, and then the mantis blade retracts once he finishes killing the homeless man.
And none of the train systems pop off or anything like that.
No.
What is this
Ew.
double standards?
Okay.
Well, that's nice.
That's not good for us.
He looks back at you as he finishes and he says, "Hey, hey, hey!" He kind of raises his hand to wrench and says, "Don't hurt me. I'm just middle management. I don't know anything. I overheard some brass from higher up saying they were looking for a yellow jacket with an E&R painted on the back while I was on a smoke break. I spotted this on the busker and I bought it. I thought I'd turn it in and maybe get a promotion. That's all I know, honest." And he kind of like wipes his hand off to the side, the blood kind of the homeless man kind of falling off of it.
About to
Middleman
promote his ass to
becomes-
customer.
And Wrench, insurance and Connect will kind of very quickly after that kind of line up with you. At what you're kind of in the middle of the car, and the dead guy's kind of sitting in the chair now. It was a very clean strike, but not precise. It definitely looked like he was struggling to get the hit in, right? He wasn't as clean as you thought it should be. It definitely looked like it was just like a self-protection kind of thing, not like a I'm skilled at murdering. And insurance and Connect will be like right at the door. Insurance first, then Connect. But he says, he seems to be kind of. Go ahead and make a human perception check.
Hold on a second. Is that under social?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So
Six.
you can tell that he definitely understands he's being chased by a group, and he's definitely not willing to fight for the item. He's not shitting. He's also scared shitless. So if you
He's
kind
not
of
shitting, but he might be shitting.
if you kind of gesture if you kind of gesture for him
Yeah.
to kind of handle, he'll drop the briefcase, kind of raise his hands and kind of back away from it. This happens as you kind of enter into the space. Obviously, drawing guns is a bad idea, but you, Wrench, are kind of a big enough dude. The intimidation was locked in. As you kind of hold that posture, Connected Insurance, you can move on the briefcase.
Yeah,
I'll immediately
still-
just walk up and grab it.
Okay. If you pop it open right then and there, you'll see inside there is a bright yellow Ario's meat wagon jacket, windbreaker, the green E and R painted on the back, just as described. And more importantly, inside of the jacket is a beat up Militech M10 AF Lexington, fully loaded, wrapped inside of the windbreaker. It appears to be the gun that was described to you that was his friend's. Out of character, this was, oh god, what was the name of the leader of the Edgerunners? Why is it skipping my brain? Maine. It's Maine's pistol.
Yeah.
Also inside there is the remnants of a lunch, a Corpo lunch. It looks like it was an instant heat Scott dog, a cheap pack of cigarettes, a pin that's given by Arasaka to employees after 5 years of service, and some loose papers of some middle management guy
Years.
who was trying to get this to give himself an up in the business.
I would hand him back his shit
Yeah,
and tell him to stay on the train at the next stop so we can get off and he stays on. But if he
Okay.
gets off, there will be problems.
The train lurches to a stop. The doors open. The Corpo takes advantage of the momentary rush of people kind of coming onto the train and leaving to dip out. And just with his briefcase kind of slamming it shut and kind of holding it close to his chest. Not even closing it all the way, just like, holding it tight. Rushes the fuck off the train. He melts into the crowd, vanishes. You can return to Congress Street on the end card. You can go wherever you want from here. You're on the train.
We probably want to get back to the van, right?
Yeah, once you take a look at the jacket, you'll realize that it is just a bright yellow windbreaker. It does not appear to be, according to insurance, a Ario meat wagon, like full-on jacket. It just looks like it was a cheap knockoff, and the painting on the back looks fresh. It doesn't seem like this is the jacket. The gun, on the other hand, for sure, that is the gun you were looking for.
Well, like a half of it at least.
So that, to your knowledge, maybe he was trying to get like matching jackets for his girlfriend, and he
yeah.
kept the good one. But yeah,
And they thought that was the real jacket, and they paid her 500 eddies for it.
that guy didn't know what he
Idiot.
was doing, but he had the gun in it. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Gun's probably worth 500 eddies, so.
Probably more.
probably
Yeah.
gave it to her so she could protect herself, but forgot to tell her about it before getting ran off. So
I also love the idea of selling a jacket with a gun in it and not realizing there's a heavy gun in it.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's a windbreaker, and it looks. I mean, it looks kind of heavier, especially for like a lighter girl like Summer back there. So, I mean, she probably thought nothing of it. Again, you put tech in shit all the time; it weighs it down. So, yeah. Okay, so with that, you kind of bevel out, or like spill out of the thing together, kind of meeting up as the train stopped. And you realize if you're just there, like not going anywhere else, you are, I would say, let's move us to the big map, and I'll try and remember how the train system works, and give you this nice little cliffhanger beat. I would say with the train as it goes, you were in Little China. It's probably closer to Corbeau Plaza based on where he was going. So I would say that the red line, Congress Street, you're probably on Union Street, north of the Corbeau Plaza. The green line is probably the one that you ended up on. You kind of spill out, find a nice place to sit. Corporate Plaza has a lot of available seating, very hoity-toity compared to a lot of most of Night City. You find a place to sit, and blue screen, you're immediately like taking a gander at the tracking device. Fortune would have it, it pings again, and this ping seems to denote that the tracker is now located in Arroyo, Mega Building 8, Mega Building H4. So, for those who aren't familiar, Arroyo here, and Mega Building H4, I believe, is around about here. Not too far from the future Good Doctor's Ripper Doc location, Steve's character. I could call him in if you want him to do something real quick. Elizabeth, I know you like.
You're so lucky you passed that check that day.
This
That
is
garage would have
not.
turned into a bloodbath.
This is not the really cool time to be calling in a favor from Steve. I mean, we can call Steve if
That
we
was
want
probably the
Steve.
coolest interaction I've ever had, though. Like,
So I would
Not
say
gonna lie, I'm very proud of that one.
I would say with that, the next beat would be going to the Mega Building. But that does look like it is going to be a time-extensive one. We could certainly do it, but it would be running quite a bit late. I don't want to put anybody past 10 o'clock. It'll be a lot later than that if we were to do it. Or we can save it for later. Your call. I do like how this is going.
Different day.
I do like how this
Yeah.
is going. And also, this would be another downtime type point as well after the chase, which again, another mechanic that they don't really outline in a lot of the modules. Very cool. I'm definitely going to incorporate that into a few of my games. I think that was, for me, it was a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys like the chase to subway cars.
That was great.
Yeah,
I mean,
thought
I
it was
just got
good.
to rock out
That was
for
good.
however many minutes. I mean,
For sure. So I'm really liking the mission kit, and I can't wait to implement it a lot more into our games moving forward. I do want to finish the narrative. It does look like, just to kind of put it to you, it's a bit. It's like that much. It's like page.
Oh,
What page
thanks.
number are we on? Oh, they don't have page numbers.
yeah, in the
Sounds
future, we don't
about
need
right.
fucking page numbers,
It's
John.
a lot, though. It's quite a few. So we can definitely
We could say
plan
another
ahead.
session, probably.
yeah, we can definitely try for another session in August or early September. I'm totally okay with that. Those watching at home, thanks for watching. If we do get a 7th, which again I've set it up for 7, we'll just add a hard point, but name them something else.
Soft point.
I was gonna say that.
Point.
No,
PowerPoint.
that last one was soft point. I mean, after
Hollow point then? No, hollow point after got the head blown open. That's some.
perfection. We'll figure it out, obviously, before next time. I'll keep the thread we have going there. And thanks for watching those that did. And we'll see you next time. Next time we all get together to do it.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, John.